We gotta wait for the stream.
The stream.
Elstrom.
It's saying 3 kilobits a second. Oh no, it's gone up now. It's right.
3 kilobits per second.
Yeah, but it's
Oh
changed.
boy.
Oh buddy, that's great.
It's gonna go well.
That's a great. Also, I've got a fan
Wow.
now. I feel very cool.
I thought my internet was unstable.
It started off at 3 and then kind of went up from there.
Yeah.
It's probably fine.
You're probably fine.
Probably fine.
Tell me when you started streaming.
It's going. It's
Elstrom.
been going for a solid 44 seconds.
A solid 44 seconds. I don't think I can fill that much time.
Ah, excellent timing for me. I'll be back in a sec. Grab my food.
Ah, that's cool. Charlotte was getting food anyway.
See, if I knew Alex was going to go for food, then I would have waited. But
Hello.
now I'm just going to have to sit here and eat potatoes.
Charlotte's joined the channel. I just can't hear her. Hello, Charlotte. Oh, you've got your mic muted. That's what it is.
It was unmuted at first.
That's cool. So is your stream up and running, Rob?
Should be. I haven't checked, but looks like it is.
Let's see if I can check. I'm on PC now. Right click user for view profile. RousedPotato. Let's see. Click on the link.
Oh, you know what I'd do? You know what I should have done, but I didn't do because I never do it.
Oh shit! There it is.
I should
Yeah,
have
your
changed.
stream's up.
I should change, you know, the title. That'd be good.
Yeah,
idea.
so-
As I try
Your-
and close Discord, it works.
Congrats, well done.
Thank you. I'm just eating food, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, cool. I was just about to start like recapping what was happening anyway.
Okay.
Why is there just a big skip here button on your stream? Rob?
It's to remind me when I actually put this into YouTube, I can just put an annotation over the top of that and see where it disappears, and that's the point at which we're starting. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, not Arma 3.
Yeah, it's true.
What have you called?
It's The Paths Ahead, I've called this one. Because that is what I intend to get to.
Okay. Renamed. That's done. I did the thing that I should have done. It's done now.
I've done it!
I did it. Penis, 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 penis.
Aha, chat works then.
Should hope so. I wish I never updated my iPad.
What did you do to break your iPad?
It isn't broken, but I hate having to press the middle menu button thing to, you know, unlock.
Oh, okay. Is that not a normal thing?
It's an
right, yeah,
Apple
it was
thing.
a thing with the new OS that update,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Alex to go to grab some food, and then I'll recap, and then we can start, because Matt's going to come in at 7,
Okie doke.
and I'll catch him up. Oh, I just realised why I can hear an echo. It's because I've got Rob's stream on. I'll mute that. Bang! So how's life, Charlotte?
I've spent about £40 on fabrics, and I have about 20 days to make them.
Is this for costumes?
Mhm.
Who is it you cosplaying as?
Megumin from Konosuba.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've literally just started making the dress, and it is a nightmare. I can't get the sleeves to fit my small arms.
But she has small arms. How does she do it?
And it's difficult. I don't know how. I'm just looking at like reference, and it's so hard.
Clearly, being a master of explosions makes you a master craftsman.
Explosion.
Explosion.
Yeah, I'm making Kieran do my Casimir as well.
Okay. Give him Chun Chun Mara. The mighty blade.
Hello again. I'm back.
Hey!
Hello,
got
I'm just going to drop the plate off one sec.
Hey.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill him. That's it. Fucking Milo's taking 10 points of psychic damage right now. What the did I do to his character sheet? Holy shit.
Right, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Super. So, quick recap of our story so far. You guys, while traveling to the city of Solaris, rescued a noble girl called Callista Denholm. During your rescue, you came across a large gang called the Golden Shark Tooth Gang. It turns out they were backed by one of the members of the Council of Nobles, the sort of rulers of the city of Solaris. You captured him alive and brought him to face trial, reuniting Callista with her family and bringing a happy ending to that particular section of the story. After the trial, Emsworth Camden, this noble, was put into a prison called Balder Keep, and you set out on a mission to raid the Golden Shark Tooth base while they were still in disarray and hopefully wipe out the gang forever. Milo got a message from his patron, one of the Archdukes of the Nine Hells, a devil by the name of Glacier.
But I haven't signed up to Patreon. Boo.
She disagrees, saying that she wanted you to use an artifact called the Soul Stone to seal away a demon that was that she sensed was behind this whole plot, and then deliver the Soul Stone to her. Traveling through the Golden Shark Tooth base after her causing a bar fight, flirting with a transvestite, and Charlotte watching two fat men have bondage sex.
That was disturbing.
That was a great session. I loved it. There was also something ale.
I'm pretty sure Charlotte didn't.
You came across you entered the Golden Shark Tooth base, only to find it just a complete bloodbath. Demons have clearly swept through the entire place and just wiped out almost the entire gang. You reunited with your allies, Anton Jander, the captain of the guard for the Denholm family, and Balazar Delmirev, the captain of the Dragon Knights, which are
AFK for a sec, sorry.
Okay, which are a group of Dragonborn warriors that defend the city. Together, you just barely managed to beat a terrible demon called Balgura, a gorilla-like demon that almost wiped all of you out. And then, after some deliberation and infighting, you went on to meet the final boss of the area, a Cambion named Etazi, who had a fiery spear and, once again, almost wiped you out. After some very lucky rolls and some very unlucky rolls on my part, you were able to defeat him. Milo did a really cool crossbow trick shot and sealed him away in the Soul Stone. And then Milo and Torin argued over who would get to keep hold of the Soul Stone. Eventually, they decided that for the time being, it should be looked after by Chi Moonveil.
Ooh.
And you then set about exploring the rest of the dungeon. You met Jeremy Squishy, or Jerry Squishy, not so friendly gelatinous cube, who you killed. And,
God bless R.I.P.
Sad times.
Rip Jeremy.
You guys are idiots.
And then you exited through the main entrance to the sewers into sort of southern, quite low-income portion of the city. You notice fire, a huge column of smoke rising from the prison where you knew Emsworth Camden was imprisoned. And upon investigating, you discovered that the demons who had destroyed the Golden Sharktooth base had apparently tried to clean up completely by assassinating Emsworth Camden. He survived and used the opportunity to cause a mass riot and prison break, escaping east through the city. You decided it would be stupid to follow about 30 desperate men while you were as injured and under-equipped as you were, and instead went to rest at the Denholm estate. The next morning, in hopes of learning more about the items you'd acquired, the spear that you got from Etazi, and the soul stone that you sealed him within, you went to the Temple of Solaris and spoke with the head priest of the Temple of Palor, Christopher Distron. Christopher was able to tell you a few things about the soul stone. He warned you that soul stones are extremely rare, quite volatile, and they're only able to really seal things for a limited amount of time. And if you have come into contact with a soul stone from the Nine Hells, which you have, it is because a being from the Nine Hells wanted you to come into contact with it.
Oh.
This isn't news to you, Milo, because it was literally given to you by your patron.
Yeah, boy.
But for everyone else, it's kind of worrying. He also urged you that it is an extremely evil artifact and that you should not, if you can help it, allow anyone to spend too much time with it or to study it in too much depth. And with that, you left his company, and that is where we start off now. You remember that the other place you could have gone to learn about these artifacts and to possibly get the spear, the Cambion spear that I think Milo has right now?
Sure. I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure you're the one who has it.
It's either Milo or Gregory.
Yeah, like you passed it between you two during the Jeremy fight a bit. But it's not in either of your inventories, so I'm going to say you have it, Milo.
Cool. What is it called? Let me add it to my weapons.
Just say Cambion's spear.
Big ol' spear.
How do you spell that?
CAM.
Yep.
BION''S spear.
Yeah.
Spear belonging to a Cambion.
Cool.
You were told by Anton Jander that the two places you could visit to learn about these things were the Temple of Palor and the University Arcana. You were told that the head priest of the Temple of Palor could tell you a little bit about it, and that the headmaster of wizardry, Mar Thunderbrow, at the University Arcana could possibly teach you about magical artifacts and tell you a little bit more about the soul stone and the spear.
I'm sorry, did you say his name and it was Thunderbrow?
Yep, Mar Thunderbrow.
Thunderbrow.
Yep.
Thunderbrow.
I bet his I bet his brow game is quite shocking.
Lightning.
Is it like in the shape of like lightning bolts?
You have never met him yet.
Give
So-
Logan, please. Make his eyebrows lightning
In
bolts.
the shape of lightning bolts.
I will draw this.
Sure, his eyebrows are in the shape of lightning bolts now.
No.
He shaves them like that every morning.
Yes, boy.
Harry Potter is dead.
He's got 2 scars. They also scar everyone else around him.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are unleashed on the city of Solaris. What?
Wait, we're unleashed. What are we, fucking rabid?
Yeah,
Rabid.
Do you want the honest answer to that question?
If you
I think
say
I'm
yes,
rabid,
I will
if
be.
anything.
I will
Oh
be.
yeah, I forgot to mention that in the last session, Chi and Gregor bonded over catnip and wine.
I got baked farm.
Bondage.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I remember that. That
And
was
you also
weird.
Gregory had to carry you home.
yep.
Gregory
Which is
was
like the
confused.
nicest thing he's ever done.
Gregory was confused as to what was so special about the place, and then there was just
Yeah,
she
it's
just
like,
like,
she could
oh
just
god,
like smell catnip, and she's like, "We're going this way.
We can't
I'll
take
catch
this.
you guys later."
Bye, bitches. Gotta smoke that mad kush nip. Am I right?
That mad cushion, you just snort a
Cushion.
line of catnip,
Yeah, you can snort it, roll it, whatever floats your boat. You
shove it up your
just
butt.
do it. Yeah, you just do
It's
it,
the
man.
only way I
Do it.
take my catnip.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I say
Alright,
if we just go to the university then, if anyone disagrees.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's
I'll
learn.
go
So
and take
let's
my plate down.
let's learn things.
Let's get
Yeah,
learned.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me,
So,
like 2 seconds.
all right. Yeah, sure.
All right, well, she's gonna do the same.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So, you've spent like, I'd say the better part of a week in Solaris now, and you're starting to sort of get a feel for the layout of the city, at least a very vague feel. So, I can reveal a mostly empty map of
Yay.
Solaris to you now,
A map.
and you can see. Is it loaded for you guys?
Yeah.
Right, so you can see you are currently here at the Temple of Palor. This is the exit to the sewers where you came out. Boulder Keep, where Emsworth escaped, and he headed sort of northeast towards the Eastern Gate. The government quarters is where the Denholm estate is, and the University Arcanum is your current destination. So the Temple of Palor is sort of located in. It's kind of a bit of a diamond in the rough. It's this beautiful, pure white temple, which is in sort of a mid to low income area of housing. Like, people clearly have enough food to eat and look after themselves, but it's like the Sutton Hill of Solaris. It's not a slum, but it's not super high class either. So, yeah. The University Arcanum, actually, you can see from pretty much anywhere in the city. It is this huge, towering, like, sort of, purple and black obelisk up in the northwestern corner of the city. You can always sort of see that around it is some strange haze where the air and the sky sort of slightly seems to change color and is tinted a little bit pink from all the magic in the air. And as you walk closer to it, it just doesn't ever seem to get any closer, just because it's so humongously tall that, like, perspective and scale doesn't really seem to work with it until you get really close.
Because it's magic.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's a magic university made of magic.
It is a magic university.
Literally
Cool.
and learning
It's
wise.
all Harry Potter up in this shit. Basically, Charlotte, the University Arcanum is just this huge sort of purple and black obsidian obelisk that can be seen from pretty much anywhere in the city. This just huge tower.
Okay.
It's possible that someone was compensating a lot when they had it built.
Okay.
And you can always see, just sort of like from all of the magic in the air centered around this university, it always sort of seems to tint the sky a little bit pink in the area of it,
Ooh.
which actually looks quite like picturesque when you look at it, aside from this ugly black obelisk sort of standing out against the city skyline. So
game.
as you get closer to it as well, you notice that there is it takes you about an hour probably to walk from one side of the city to the other. And sort of as you start to get closer to it, you notice that there seems to be this sort of never-ending waterfall cascading from the top of it all the way down to like a series of canals that seem to snake out from the university and bring water to different parts of the city. Since Solaris is sort of located in just a lot of green plains. There isn't really a huge amount of water. It's not like it's built on the banks of a huge river or on the banks of the sea or anything. So you expect the university is probably where it gets a lot of its water.
Hey Logan, look, it's if that was in meters, it'd be 65 meters wide, so that's about an hour, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it takes about an hour to walk 65 feet.
Man, that's some slow ass walking.
Yeah, it's
What are
it
you
turns
using?
out
Your
all
face?
Of the characters got polymorphed into snails. Yeah, it was Etazi's final attack. He turned you all into snails. She is a snail with cat ears.
I am.
Torin is like a silver snail. Milo's just a really small snail. And Gregory is a snail with just a huge pack on his back, just full of jingling bottles of glitter water. So yeah, as you enter the University Arcana, you see you come into what is just a huge grand hall. It's just this huge circular hall, and in the middle of it is a desk with a very sort of overworked looking apprentice, sort of a quite young girl with like mousy brown hair and glasses, and bustling around you is just dozens and dozens of different apprentices and students of various ages and skills, also comparing notes and bragging about their latest experiments and creations.
What I was about to say the same thing. I felt like screaming. Nerds!
One of them is showing off a scroll of greater invisibility, and then telling them that no, they got the third incantation wrong, and that if you try and use that, then the best thing that could happen is it'll fizzle in your hands. And someone called Jeremy from the year above turned himself into a mouse doing the exact same.
Wrecked.
You see a couple of the city guards stood in front of a bunch of posters which seem to be showing off the prices of various potions that are sold here. And what would you like to do?
Let's snoop around.
I want some
Why?
health potions.
We're obviously welcome here. What's the point?
I want some health potions. Let's go find some.
Can I chat to the person that's talking about how the second year got turned into a mouse?
Sure, it's a couple of students. One of them is actually an old man with sort of a long grey beard. And he's the one showing off his turns out completely rubbish scroll of great invisibility.
Can I just point out the fact that our resident cat girl is the one to ask about the person who turned themselves into a mouse?
Well, maybe this is how my people were created. Okay, I'm curious.
How can I find this guy, Charlotte's saying?
Fucking furries.
This is a scathing game.
The person who's basically calling him an idiot is sort of about 17-year-old boy who's just sort of got a huge stack of books under one arm and like various pieces of parchment and quills held in his other hand. He's like, yes, excuse me, technically you got the third incantation wrong. Honestly, it took Headmaster Marth Underbrow hours to dispel the polymorph spell that Jeremy in third year turned himself into a mouse. Honestly, at your age, you should know better than that.
Wait, Charlotte, you're going to join the game so you can see the map?
Oh yeah, Charlotte, you're not on.
Yeah, I need a link.
Server.
I need a link. Plus.
Roll20.net.
Okay.
I'll copy the link.
Okay.
I think you need to pin the link on in general on here once you get it in. That way people can.
King of the Losers said app.roll20.net. King of the Losers said.
Yep.
There we go.
That way, no one can ask for a.
Oh, turns
I don't
out
have a link, guys.
I turned on text to speech, and now everything you paste in the chat is just going to say, let's quickly turn this off before you abuse it, because I said it.
King of the losers said penis.
There we
King
go.
of the losers said penis. King of the losers said penis. To the gates said faggot.
Oh,
To
no.
the gates said kill yourself. King of the losers said I love dicks.
Where is it?
Please tell me this is also coming through onto the
King
Twitch
of the
stream.
losers said
Oh, let's find out.
subscribe to
I'll
my
unmute his
YouTube
stream.
channel.
Subscribe to my
King of the losers said penis. To the
I
gates said
can't hear
buy
it
my
on his screen.
mixtape.
On his stream.
Oh man, that's a shame. It'd be great if it did.
I'm disappointed.
Maybe it's not loud enough. I can certainly hear it.
Is it still
Well,
going?
that's all that matters. It's the penises that were in our heart at the end of the day.
And the kill yourself, yeah.
Kill yourself.
Bye bye mixtape.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
This.
Sorry, carry on. I don't wanna-
So Charlotte, you were
Dying,
going to
by the
go.
way.
Okay, you were going to go up to these people and talk to them about being a furry. What would you like to say to them?
So I heard that guy turned himself into a mouse. That's pretty cool.
Where is he? You forgot to add that.
Yeah, where is he?
I'ma
Can
just
can
move
turn
because
him
I
into a
can't
mouse?
hear nothing of what you guys are saying.
Okay. Hang on.
There you go. I fixed it. It took me a while. I found it.
Yeah, the like 70-year-old boy who was making fun of the other one is like, well, technically, it was a mistake to do that. But if you did want to turn yourself into a mouse, it's actually only a third level spell to use polymorph, and that could easily turn you into almost any type of animal.
And just like take a look at him and just adjust my eyes, and I'm like, fam, I'm a cat.
Yes, I've heard of the magical properties of fantasy before. You do not impress me, young lady. Bear in mind, he's 17, you are like 100, something like that. Let's have a look.
Back in my day, spells were harder.
Back in my day, you were hunted by dragons for the crystals in your chest. I want to actually have a look at how old
It's like
you are.
programming. It just gets
Yeah, you
easier
are
over the
100.
years.
Not to wreck the whole RP, but I could not hear anything you just said, so I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry. I'm just doing a rejoin.
You just, to be fair, that's probably the best way to respond to him. He was just being a dick.
Oh, okay. In that way, I'll just give him a little claw and just give him a middle finger, like with my claw up, and be like, no.
Okay. And you just turn around and walk away back to the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I come back to you guys, and I'm like, wow, that guy was a dick.
I'm gonna look for a dark alley.
You're in the middle of the
big
building.
Big circular chamber.
Oh, is it just a big circular chamber? Oh, okay. I was hoping there
It's
was.
a building
I
as
was,
well.
no, I was hoping with there'd be some like dark magic going on at this magic university.
There
Oh, there
probably
might
is.
be.
I want to look for some dark
There
magic.
certainly isn't in the main foyer.
Okay. Can we take a look around?
Yeah, it's I mean, as I said, the things you immediately notice are that there seem to be posters advertising the prices of various potions and how many are in stock. There's a big sign saying, "No, we do not enchant on commission. For enchantment inquiries, please contact the headmaster of enchanting on the 3rd floor." And then in sort of quite small text, it also says, "We are not held responsible for any destruction of properties that may happen during the process of enchantment." And then there is a sort of quite overworked, mousy-looking apprentice who seems to be giving directions to various visitors.
I'm just gonna stare at him.
Yeah. I'll decide to head to the girl behind the desk and ask to speak to whoever it is we need to speak to, because I can't remember his name other than Thunderbrow.
I'm pretty sure most people would know who you meant if you said Thunderbrow. It's not a normal name, even in Solaris.
Is it like Benedict Cumberbatch, where no matter how you pronounce it, everyone knows who you're on about?
Oh, probably yes.
So
I'm looking for Mer Thunderbrow.
I'm looking for Inglefingelgus.
Oh yeah,
you know, I'm gonna go over to this guy and say, "Hi, we're looking for Inglefingelgus."
You'd probably get someone like there'd be someone probably named that.
Yeah, the mousy-looking girl at the desk just sort of looks at you a bit strangely and then points to the old man that was getting talked to by the snot-nosed brat who just annoyed Chi.
It was him.
Yeah, his name was Inglefingelgus.
Oh wow.
Well, that Inglefingelgus needs to stand up for himself because that guy was a dick.
That guy was a dick.
He was a dick. There was no need.
Yeah,
Whatever he said, there was no need.
She shouts, "Screw you, Fingelgus."
So the girl behind the desk just sort of like shrugs her shoulders a little bit and then places her elbows on the desk and gives you a look as if to say, "Is there anything else?"
I asked for can we speak with Thunderbrow, please?
Yes. The headmaster doesn't normally take visitors. Do you have an appointment? I could ask after him to see if he is free. What's your business with him?
I just explained we have extremely important business to speak with the headmaster.
Okay, can I get a name, perhaps? Can I get your names?
Yeah, just give him my name and say it's the utmost importance that he sees me immediately.
Yeah, and so she just sort of reaches under her desk and pulls out this tray of glowing blue crystals. She counts across 1, 2, 3, 4, flicks the 6th one 2 times. Excuse me, Mr. Headmaster Thunderbrow? Yes, what is it? You have some visitors here. They say it's very important business. I'm busy at the moment. What sort of business? Who are they? He wants to know who you are.
Okay. I explained that we've come with important news of a gem that we must speak with him about and only him about. It's something that cannot be discussed in public. It needs to be private. And I come on behalf of the heads of the noble council of the town. Okay.
You mentioned the Denholm name.
Yeah.
Well, she does notice that all of you are still wearing your brooches that mark you as watchers of the city, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So she does notice that. It's yes, sir. They're a group of watchers. They claim to be here on behalf of the Denholm family. They say it's for your ears only, sir. It's very important. Very well. Send them up. I shall speak to them. And she motions towards the back of the room where there appears to just be this strange arcane circle surrounded by gears and various holes in the ceiling above it. So he's on the 6th floor. Here, just take this crystal with you. It'll take you straight to him. And she hands over the crystal that she was using to speak to him.
Excellent. Thank you. I take it from my hand and motion for the group to come with me if they wish. I don't have to.
So do you all follow Torin?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you step onto this circle, this magic circle on the ground suddenly begins to glow. The gears on the floor begin to spin, and the whole world flashes white. Just for a moment, and then when your vision returns to you, you are stood in a completely different room. You're still stood in the same circle surrounded by gears, but the room around it is sort of a quite small study. It's probably about the size of your average lounge. Like, it's not what you would expect of a huge headmaster for a university like this. All of the walls, you're certain that this tower did not have any windows, but every single wall seems to be coated with windows that look out onto a vast, empty ocean. In the sat at a small desk, dimly illuminated by a faint purple glow that you can't quite determine the source of, is an elderly man with gigantic eyebrows, the very tips of which, towards one another, seem to be pointed in a quite crude attempt to make them look like lightning bolts. Like, these eyebrows hang down to his shoulders.
Oh, wow.
They
Oh,
are
yeah, boy.
humongous. He's got
some meaty sausages above his eyes.
Yeah, he's got full-on Dumbledore robes and a pointed wizard's hat emblazoned with slightly fading silver stars that seem to just some of them twinkle and extinguish, and there seems to be this ever-changing pattern on his hat of stars.
That's cool.
You are the representatives of the Denholm family. Please, just give me a moment.
And he taps his desk twice, and all of the windows shimmer and return to being ordinary walls.
Now, tell me, you said you had an artifact for me to look at. Please, show it to me.
Chi?
Oh, yeah. I take it out and just put it in front of him. There you go, my man.
He reaches out and goes to touch it, and then sort of thinks better of it and reaches into his desk and pulls out this long metal pair of tongs and holds it up in front of his nose. He sort of seems very short-sighted, and he's just holding it really close to his eyes to look at. It's
Yes, what you have here is a soul stone. Seems to currently be active at the moment. Are you keeping something trapped inside it?
Yes.
I hope not.
What do you mean, hope not?
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm half asleep. I forgot.
It's the stone that you trapped the demon in.
Oh, okay. I think I was off for that session, so I was like, what?
Yeah, you were for the end of that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stone that Milo got off his patron that he then used to trap the demon inside of.
Ah, okay.
So you have been going around to various places asking to see what you can find out about it.
Yes, this is a soul stone. It seems to have come from the 9 hells. Frightful places full of ancient and terrible evils. One of the few places that the gods fear to step foot in. Not very much my cup of tea to learn about the planes. I like to study the arcane and artifacts, but this is quite a find. Tell me, where did you happen to come across this?
Yes, Milo. Where did we come across this?
We were looting a dungeon, and I found it a little while before. Well, a little while just as we entered in, and I kept it in my backpack because I didn't think much of it, but it couldn't have been. Well, I kept it just in case there was something useful with it, like I could throw it at someone.
It appears you have used it. Yes, I can tell there is definitely something incredibly angry trapped in here. You must have really pissed it off.
You have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah, a little difficult getting that fellow inside of there.
Yes. Well, I hope you know as well that these soul stones, while they are powerful, they allow you to trap almost any being with magical potential within. There are exceptions among the exceptionally high-ranking demons and devils, but almost any you can practically guarantee that it will trap them. they do only work for a limited amount of time. It's very hard to tell how long you have before they become inactive and the beast is released once more. If you'd like, I can take a look and see how long you have, but I'm afraid there's not much I can promise on prolonging it.
As much as you can to make us aware of the situation that we are in while carrying this soulstone would be appreciated.
Yes, it will take but a moment.
And he stands up from his desk and walks over to sort of an empty portion. Well, he walks over to a portion of the floor which is less cluttered by just scraps of paper and seems to be long forgotten notes written to himself and huge tomes and grimoires of all sorts of horrifying knowledge that you couldn't possibly even begin to read.
Get on my level, scrubs.
While he's facing away, I pick up one
He's
of the
the
sheets.
king of the nerds. So, again, sorry, Rob?
While he's looking away, I pick up one of the sheets and put it in my bag.
Yeah. You do take a glance at the first note. It says 3 parts mercury, 12 parts aluminium for the creation of golems. Also, we need milk.
That would be useful.
So he sort of steps aside and sort of kicks away some of this like large piles of paper and just seems to make more mess, but he's able to clear a small area of the floor. And then he sort of uncorks a bottle from his belt and begins pouring a circle onto the ground. He then gingerly places the stone into the middle of it and begins chanting incantations. The room for a moment begins to dim and darken.
Wait, so what is he actually doing with it?
He is trying to figure out how long before the stone becomes inactive and the demon escapes again. And it sort of takes him a couple of minutes of standing over it and chanting. Every now and again, he'll sort of stop, scratch his head, and run over to one of the shelves and pick up another bottle and then pour the contents out onto this stone. And like various plumes of smoke, a green cloud in the shape of a skull comes off it.
Edgy.
Man, such like edgy shit. These demons, they're such friendly dudes. But eventually his spell does seem to finish. It takes him probably about 5 minutes to completely cast it and complete the ritual. So then he gingerly reaches over, picks up the stone with the tongues again, and holds it out to you again, Chi.
Okay.
So here, I have no more need for this item. Yes, it's hard to get an exact read, but I'd say you have between 3 weeks and a month before the stone becomes inactive and the beast is unleashed again. My housemates have come back and are now talking to one another. I don't know what about.
Shut the fuck up, Charlotte.
What?
Okay.
Not you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me then, and I was like, whoa.
No, it's the other Charlotte. Nothing. She says hi. They just
Hello,
laughed at you.
Charlotte.
Charlotte says hello over Charlotte. Yeah, the other thing, Milo, you remember is that you have the Cambion Spear, which has not yet been identified.
Oh yeah.
When you tried to use it in the fight against Jeremy, it just sort of wasn't very magical.
Take a look at this.
Bless Jeremy.
And hand him the Cambion Sphere.
And say, yes, there seems to be another demonic artifact. I'm sensing a fear. So, I suppose you'd like me to tell you about what this is, wouldn't you?
Well, that'd be handy, yeah.
Bye, guys.
Since we got you here.
Say again, sorry?
Since we got you here, may as well plunder into your box of knowledge.
I suppose there's some possibility I might learn something.
That is a classic Jenna left.
That's Jenna.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Okay. What's up?
My ears.
Hi, Jenna.
Alright, can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh.
Windows open, don't let Niffler out.
Oh no!
Well, Niffler's escaped.
Oh god!
She's
No,
fine.
no, no.
This is my life.
Sorry, guys. No, this is so good.
Let her go. She's fine.
No, I don't want to see
What are they doing to the poor animal?
Niffler is on the roof.
No.
The cat has escaped from my window and gone out onto the roof.
Just leave it there.
You having fun?
Are you?
Always.
Okay, but she'll come back.
She'll be fine.
Dead cat.
Oh, my friend said Katie, the one that came to my to my party. She was like, oh, she messaged me saying, "Jenny, you little shit." I was like, what?
What?
I took selfies on her phone because she left it on the retail point.
They can tell Jenna we're playing
And she
D&D.
went up to Costa, and I was like, ha.
Rob says to tell you that we're playing D&D. The one that you work with.
My Rob?
Yes.
Ah!
Yay!
Yeah,
Who
we don't
Rob?
work with him anymore.
Worked.
Little shit. Doesn't work with us. Hey, Rob,
You
do you
heard
want
that.
to do my bar?
No.
No.
Good, because I don't work on bar anymore.
The cat's fine. She will return on her own.
Are we playing?
We just wanted to hear your
Yeah, yeah.
voices.
Right, you mean Ma Thunderbrow? you wanted to hear from the great magician, headmaster of wizardry, Ma Thunderbrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, he takes the spear, this sort of two long obsidian spikes that are entwined with one another. It was the weapon that was used. Hello. Okay. It was the weapon that was used by Etazi in the fight against you.
Is that you doing something in Dragon book?
Yes.
Oh my god. You guys are such nerds.
I don't come into your room and judge you, Jenna.
I'm not judging. Yeah, you do. You always judge me.
Get the fuck out of my room, Jenna.
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
don't worry, I want to get out of this mess anyway.
Okay. Have fun. Enjoy your life.
Nipples!
This is my life, guys.
You have a great life with cheap rats.
This is my life.
Hey, we can kick you out
I
of
don't
this
know.
house.
I don't. No, you can't, Jenna.
I can't.
You can't.
No, I can't. No. But
No.
Charlotte.
There is no we in this. You can't.
Yeah, I could tell Charlotte to do it, and she'll agree.
Okay.
Oh, rip.
Niffler will come back in on her own. Give her like fucking 10 minutes of you not shouting
No,
at her.
I'm not shouting at her. Don't you swear at me, mister.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Take you down.
Just play D&D.
Yeah,
Escape
okay.
from the earthly world to Solaris.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he takes the spear off you and casts the identify spell, which I will fucking murder you both.
I'm not doing anything.
Just close the door.
I would, but Jenna is in the room with me.
I think he's trying to kick us out. Hey!
No, Jenna, you stay in here. I'm just shutting Charlotte out.
That's too bad.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
This is my life.
Rip.
This is the life I lead.
I miss you, Bab.
I missed my burb too. Bertie was the best. He only screamed sometimes.
When Torrent sneezed, he was there to give the voice acting. He was the voice of provider for Torrent sneezes.
I got medication for my sneezes now. I don't do it. I don't do it anymore.
Oh, that's not fun. I liked it when Bertie was a chocobo. Yeah, so for a moment he sort of stands over this spear. and he seems to sprinkle various dusts and powders over it. Oh, hey, Niffle's back in there.
Woo.
1 second. I'm going to grab the cat. Nope, Niffle's gone again. Fuck it. She's fine. It takes him about a minute to completely cast the spell, but he is able to identify the Cambion Sphere, which I will show to all of you now. Bam! That should have showed up on your screens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So effectively, it functions as an ordinary spear until you spend an hour to attune to it, and you can only have 3 magical items attuned to you at any one time. When you do, it becomes a +1 weapon, which once per round can gain the extra range feature, which allows you to hit enemies 2 squares away, so up to 10 feet away from you, and deals an extra 1d4 fire damage on a hit. Once per round. So if you have like the extra attack feature, you can only use it once, but for most of you, that's not an issue.
And it's mine, all mine.
Currently, Robert has it, so I will make it so that it is shown to Roberto Milo. Fuck me. Milo. There we go. So it should show up in your journal, Rob. There you go. Along with your Wand of Magic missiles.
Yeah. Cool.
And if you want, you can add that to your items.
Yeah, I've done that.
And
Well, I did it to...
you have to take a short rest in an hour to attune to it.
add it to my weapons. Should I add it to...
Yeah, it is a weapon.
Yeah. What's its attack stat?
It is a spear, so it has the versatile feature. If you use it with one hand, then it does 1d6 damage, and it uses your strength modifier. If you use it with 2 hands, it does 1d8 damage. It also has the thrown property. You can throw it either 20 feet without any negative effects, or up to 60 feet with disadvantage.
Okay.
I'll show you how to put that into your character sheet if you want to. It's in weapons, can be on spear, strength. It has a +1 magic bonus if you attune to it.
Oh, what do you mean if what?
So you have to take 1 hour to attune to it in order to gain its magic properties.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just works as a normal spear.
Okay.
And when you do it, it gains a +1 magic bonus. So all of your attacks to hit with it, your rolls are all 1 higher to hit, and your damage rolls are also 1 higher. We'll go through it when you actually use it.
Yeah. Okay. What did you say the damage dice was again?
It's a D6 in 1 hand or a D8 in 2 hands.
Okay. I suppose that for now. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorted. You so yeah, Headmaster Mar Thunderbrow gives the spear back to you. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that really took me out of it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking murder both of them later. This is what I get for treating them to dinner. Well, taking them out for dinner.
See, that's your issue. You did that.
Yeah, stupid women. Hey, right, guys.
Triggered.
Triggered.
Just because I'm a woman, guys.
Stupid people
Basically.
called Charlotte, eh?
Yeah, fucking
Triggered even more.
Right. So yeah, he gives me the thing back.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with him?
Um.
He just sort of stands looking at you, sort of expectantly.
Where's the best place to get some cheap potions?
Well,
Or maybe illegal potions?
I wouldn't know anything about illegal potions, boy, but we do sell various potions. We do offer some enchanting service. here within the University Arcana. Find that down on the first floor for the potions catalogue. I'm sure you must have seen it on your way in. And on the third floor, you can speak to the headmaster of wizardry. He's normally quite busy, but if it's for business, I'm sure he can spare some time to speak with you. If you wanted to learn about enchantments. Just one moment while I look through my notes. Name, I seem to be quite forgetful in my old age. The headmaster is Erinder Opalbow.
Wait,
sorry, Erinduri Opalbow.
How do you spell that? I'm going to add it to my thing.
E-R-I-N.
Yeah.
D-U-R-I.
D-U-R-Y.
I.
Okay.
Yeah. Erinduri.
Opalbow. What?
Opalbow.
How do I spell that?
O-P-A-L-B-O-W.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, now, if you will grant me some privacy, I have much to contemplate.
And he sort of taps on his desk, and the windows all shimmer and return to looking out into this vast, empty ocean. Returns to his desk and gingerly sits down behind it. Points towards the magic circle on the floor where you came.
Go on now. Shu, you can use the crystal to get back to the first floor. Get out. What are you waiting for? Bugger off.
We really...
Come on.
We're out of here. Okay, bye. Thank
Bye.
you for all your...
I'm an NPC. My dialogue is going to start...
Thanks for all your eyebrowy goodness.
Yes. What was that about my eyebrows?
Nice eyebrows. Bye.
Oh, shit. Get hitched, you midget bitch.
So you all use the teleportation circle to return back to the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you come down to the back of the room. The same mousy-haired girl seems to just be pointing the way to the catalogue of magic potions to another pair of guards who sort of awkwardly walk over, sort of just avoiding all the nerds everywhere. Like, oh god, this is just horrible. It's like hell for these guys. And they walk over to the wall and take a look at the posters showing the various potions that are available. As you approach the desk, she sort of folds her arms once again. It's like, how did you enjoy your visits? Did the headmaster have much of interest to say? I burped. Have much of interest to say? She does not do that.
I burped.
Fuck my life.
Oh, man, that's just great.
I'm glad we got all this out of the way before Matt came on, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would just be like way too much.
Oh, God. What is my life, guys? Who am I? Why do I exist in this way? It is our lot in life to suffer.
Yes.
Oh, actually, can we tell? I'm going to tell the receptionist how can we get to the first floor from here?
Well, if you go to the teleportation circle, all you have to say is first floor, and it'll take you there. You didn't seem to be the most adept at using this, so I just gave you the crystal directly to the headmasters. I actually need that crystal back. Can I have it, please?
I think we lost it. How perchance would you be able to get to the second floor?
It's the exact same. You just say second.
What about the third?
I'll give you 3 fucking guesses, small man.
Do you say second floor plus 1?
Yes. Why don't you go and try and do that and just see what the essence of magic is experimentation. Here at the University Arcana, that's what we're all about. We love experimentation. We have all sorts of floors devoted to various different experiments. Why don't you go and experiment with the teleportation and see what plane of existence you end up in? Go Go ahead.
Okay.
Be my guest.
Okay.
At this point, I go over and I just start dragging my laugh, going, yes, we understand. Sorry.
I run over to the teleportation device and go 155th floor.
The teleportation circle glows around you. There's a flash of white light, and you find yourself stood in, like, suspended in the air for a moment, like a cartoon, above the waterfall outside that flows from the roof of the tower. For a moment, you plummet, and then there's another flash of white, and you return to the teleportation circle where you started. Your knees just shaking from having experienced mortality. You just sort of hear this very overworked receptionist go, "How was your trip? Did you enjoy your experiment?"
I think I died. I saw life flash before my eyes.
She just sort of lets out this very unladylike chuckle. Literally, that's exactly it.
Oh, this
Like a
was interesting.
static TV or like a scouse person.
Oh, like a scout person.
Scott.
Like one of those Liverpool pricks, like that Charlotte girl.
Like one of my people.
Right, let's go to the
you
second
right, champ?
floor.
You go to the second floor.
And only second. No more.
Only the second floor, where you have no idea what's on.
We will go no further than the second floor.
Okay. This is great. So you go up to the circle and you say, "Second floor." And there is another flash of light and you appear in the circle. This time not suspended above a waterfall about 150 feet up in the air. You are instead surrounded by various sort of acidic smells that assault your nose, and there's brewers and potion makers running to and fro from cauldrons, pouring various things in. An apprentice just sort of shoves you out of the way off the surface. Like, "Oh, for goodness sake, this isn't a place for visitors. Get lost. The catalogue is downstairs." And then just sort of goes back to his potion.
Well, that was rude.
Yeah, it's,
Excuse me?
seems like these nerds aren't the most social.
I wonder why.
Excuse me?
Yes, how may I help you, customer?
Where can I get some dark potions?
Dark potions. Would you care to elaborate, or would you like me to guess what you're talking about?
Well, you can guess if you want, but I thought it'd be obvious.
He takes a flask from his belt, scoops it into the cauldron he's in front of, and says, "Would you like to taste test for me?
I recommend not doing
I'm currently
this.
brewing a dark potion right now."
Gregory? Oh, he's not here.
Gregory did not follow you up there. Gregory is sort of just like surrounded by like a bunch of people who seem obsessed with potions and experimentation, and he's trying to decide whether he wants to try and cheat them out of money or whether they would instantly see through his potions.
No, I mean, where can you get some dark magic potions?
Dark, you mean the darkness spell? You mean spells that create potions that will make you go blind? We're going to have to be more specific here. Potions that let you see in the dark.
Sure, some of them.
You want a potion of night vision. Okay, well, the catalogue is downstairs on the first floor, where you just came from. Get the hell off the second floor. I'm trying to brew potions. Yeah.
What are you making there?
And every second, I just told you, I'm making a dark potion. Do you want to try some?
What kind of dark potion?
And he holds the well, you'll find out if you try some.
Torrin?
Hey, I'm not here. I didn't shoot a call for you.
Oh, I thought everyone came with me. I'm on my own. Okay.
You're on your own, buddy.
I am more than intelligent enough to realise that if I want to buy potions, I buy it from the catalogue.
I'll just
You're a dumbass.
I'll just head this.
So you glance
way.
over your shoulder and notice that none of your
Yeah.
companions follow you.
Pretty much. I'll just head this way then, and step back onto the pad and head back downstairs.
You say first floor. You return to the first floor, and you just sort of like open your eyes and see your party just sort of stood there, arms folded, looking at you.
I'm like, why did you go there? You buy it from here. And I just look at you with the most inquisitive, how are you this stupid?
I just
look on my
just
face.
investigating.
I just look at him. I'm just looking at Milo, and I'm just looking, and I'm just like, whatever. And I just look at the catalog itself to see what I can buy.
Okay, yeah. So you see there is a few different potions, and it seems like the items in the catalog regularly change, but there are a few sort of permanent potions that are there. You see there's obviously healing potions, which are tagged to the top. Currently, they're doing an offer of 2 standard healing potions for 100 gold pieces, and they have a stock of 6 healing potions at the moment. Seems like most of the guards that have come through have been sort of clearing out their stock while it's been on offer. There's also potions of fire resistance and a single potion of dark vision.
A single potion, eh?
Yeah, the
Just made.
potions of fire resistance are 100 gold pieces each, and the potion of dark vision is 35 gold pieces.
How much was the potions of healing again?
A single potion of healing is 60 gold pieces, or it's 2 for 100 gold.
Okay, I buy all 6.
Oh,
Give me 1 second to grab the
I am
asshole. Can I at least have some?
I will ration them accordingly.
I know. Hold still. I know. You want out. You'll go out into the hallway.
Cats.
Right, got the cat. Sorry, you said you were going to buy all 6 of the potions.
Oh yes,
Stupidly.
That's 300 gold then to mark off your
700.
to mark off your inventory. Remember, you actually haven't been rewarded yet for your expedition down into the sewers.
Oh. So what, we need to see Anton and
Balazar.
Yeah.
Well, they were the ones who you went on the expedition with.
Yeah.
So if anyone was going to arrange your compensation, they would probably have a hand in it.
Yeah, that's fine. I go, right, I have my healing potions that we will more than likely need.
I want
Soon.
some dark vision.
There is a single potion of dark vision
How much?
currently available for 35 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna take one.
Okay. So, literally all you have to do is you reach out and tap the poster which shows a potion of dark vision, and then just sort of like a coin slot appears in the wall, and you feed the gold pieces into the coin slot, and then a potion of dark vision materializes in front of you on the floor.
Damn, that must have took a long time for me. I'll be like, it's a
You're
no
just sort of like
faster way.
shoving hand in the wall, just like scooping it out of your pouches.
Is there any potions of poison?
Those are just called poisons, buddy.
Okay.
If you have a look through the catalogue, there doesn't seem to be any magical poisons or magical potions of poison in the catalogue. You might have to find those elsewhere in the city. Possibly somewhere that might have some illicit dark potions. A secret potion brewery.
What was the some potions of healing, wasn't it?
Should be in your journal under potions. There's healing potion. It's an action to feed it to an unconscious ally, or a bonus action to drink, and you gain 2d4 plus 2 healing. So you currently have 6 of those.
Just a heads up, my laptop's completely broken. So if you don't hear from me, it's because I can't hear what you guys are saying.
Okay. Welcome to my life.
What's causing it? Is it like headphones?
I've got a Mac. It's just my internet's awful.
A Mac.
Oh. There's your
Say
problem.
more?
Yeah, that's your problem. Mac scum. Get a real PC, Charlotte.
I want to. But yeah, like basically the router's like all the other way on the side of my house as well. So yeah.
So you've got poor Wi-Fi signal as
well.
well.
To get a power line adapter.
Yeah, that's what my brother got.
Those are popular.
They work pretty well. It literally just like gives you 2 meters connection to Wi-Fi as opposed to all the way across the house, which is pretty handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you after buggering around with the catalogue.
Doing what?
Shoving coins into holes. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah.
Right, should we go to Anton and or Balazar?
Well,
or is there something else we're doing?
Oh, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. You've got the city of Solaris at your mercy right now.
Hey, Torrin, go to floor 1002.
How about shut up?
No, I promise nothing bad will happen.
Nice experience.
I'm gonna have you start rolling D100s to see what will happen to you.
Oh God. I just say I feel we have enough information and time that we should continue and try and rearrest whatever his fucking name is, racist.
Emsworth Camden.
Yeah, Hemsworth racist.
Emsworth racist cunt. Yes, that guy.
That guy I totally dislike.
Well, you remember that the last you heard of him was right after his prison break. Balazar pursued him to the east and tried to figure out where he was headed. You know that Anton has probably resumed his post at the Denholm estate in the government quarters. Over this way.
Yeah, so I think we go see Anton first.
Okay.
See if he's heard anything back off the Balazar from the night previous.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, as you exit the University Arcana, you see a welcome sight, and it is a red-scaled dragonborn. He immediately sort of notices you as you're leaving, and sort of walks up to you. It is Balazar Delmirev.
Oh, what good timing!
What good timing! He goes up to you and says, "Finally, I've been searching for you all day. Honestly, you dragged me from one end of the city to the other, the Temple of Palor, and then all the way to the University Arcanum. For some reason, my voice is slightly more underbrow. Hang on." It's all these fucking wizards.
Yeah, fucking nerds.
Fucking nerds. Yes, I was hoping to have a word with you and with Anton about what's happened with the Lord Camden, ex-Lord Camden, and his escape.
So what excellent timing. We were just heading over back to the Den site to rendezvous with Anton.
Excellent, then I will accompany you. And sort of, you all set off together, sort of arms linked, merrily skipping through the streets of Solaris.
I don't feel we would be doing that.
No, you don't. Possibly Gregory.
Because Gregory.
Gregory doesn't either. He is still sort of like, he tried, while you guys were messing around, he tried to fleece a couple of the students, and they literally just gave one look to his glitter water and laughed him out of the place. So now he's just sort of quietly sulking and sort of following along behind all of you.
Glorious. I love it.
Eventually he decided to try his luck. It didn't work out for him.
I wonder why.
It's what Matt would have wanted.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So yeah, as you are making your way to the city, and now that you're in the northern section of the city, it is noticeably more wealthy, particularly as you head closer and closer to the government quarters and where all of the nobles seem to live. Eventually you get to the large sort of stone gates that surround the government. Guards immediately seeing Balazar and seeing all of you wearing your brooches just step aside and let you through. On the way, Balazar explains to you that he says, it seems, from what I was able to gather chasing them, the amount of people he escaped with were almost 36 in number, probably. At least 30 men taken from prison, all of them loyal to him now. He fled through the cities, to just could, and slaughtering guards as they tried to stop him. Eventually, he stole some horses from the Eastern Gate and made for the Dragonwood Woods. I tried to track him through the woods, but he was long gone on horseback towards the city of Rein. And when Balazar mentions the name Rein, you actually notice Gregory's eyes sort of slightly narrow. So it's a name of somewhere that he recognizes.
Right, what's the place called? Let me write it down.
Rein, Rein.
Okay.
After hearing that, I say, what would possess him to go to this city?
Well, Solaris, we have trade agreement. Rein is the gateway to a huge kingdom called the Gone Imperium. Solaris doesn't have any political influence over them. If a fugitive from Solaris wanted to disappear, it would not be too hard to do so in and amongst the slums of Rein. Particularly at the mention of the slums of Rein, once again, Gregory's eyes narrow. So it seems like it's somewhere that he's quite familiar with. When he first met you, he said he studied at the College of Law in Rein.
Gregory, you seem quite uncomfortable.
Well, I did say that I was originally from Rein. Well, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I like to provide valuable goods to people. Valuable goods and services.
I asked him if he got... I just look at him and say, you would. And I say, can you tell us much about Rein?
Well, yes, it was the city of my birth. I was raised there.
Yes, you know exactly what I mean, so get to the point.
It's a lovely jewel of a city. You know, the huge disparity between rich and poor. Mechanical guards patrol the streets. Some magitech, they call it. Some fusion of gnomish creations and magic in order to create guards that don't need food or drink or payment.
What is this, Final Fantasy?
Almost certainly. I've never heard of this
Bioshock
Final
Infinite?
Fantasy. It's also quite well known for its Colosseum, particularly in Rein. There is a large, shall we say, spectator sport. The rich like to bet on who will win fights between men and beasts and men, and children, and, you know, all sorts of lovely spectacles.
Men and men sounds pretty gay.
I'm sure you'd enjoy that.
Yeah,
With
I
your
would.
man-on-man action you were watching.
In the pub.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Hey, I wasn't the one who watched. Chi.
Well, you know, it was an experience.
Charlotte.
Okay.
It was a traumatic experience, so I would be assured to say.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was a fusion of perfect combustion of manly souls.
Mhm.
Oh.
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 If I ever did see one, I felt a tear come from my eye as I watched.
A tear of pain.
Of sentiment and sadness. I don't even know.
Just things, the feelings, all of them at once.
All of the feels, guys.
All of the feels, guys.
So, have we arrived back at the Denholm estate?
Yes, so you do eventually come to the Denholm estate and ask after Anton Jander, and he says that he's currently in the guards at the gate, so he's currently in the guards bunk at the back of the estate, and one of the butlers is willing to take you there. When you do come into the guards bunk, it is sort of just it seems like a stable that was sort of converted into a barracks. So there's just sort of like hammocks hanging from the rafters, and sort of there's still straw on the floor. And there just seems to be like this quite lively bustle of guards who are off duty. Some of them are playing cards in the corner. And you see sat on the end of one of the beds, Anton Jander, and he seems to just be sort of lightheartedly trying to win pity and make a big deal out of the injuries that he got during the during his fight alongside you guys. It's like, gads, I'm slain. Leroy, you're my most trusted lieutenant. Promise me that when I fall, you will protect Solaris in my place. Sir, the healers already came through and patched you up. Promise me, Leroy.
At this point, I walk up to Anton and say, Anton, you weren't hit by a giant gorilla-looking demon.
Yeah.
and I'm the one who was and still standing.
Literally, he's suddenly towered over by two huge dragonborn who just both look like Balazar is looking mildly entertained, but when a dragonborn smiles, really all they do is just like bare their teeth, so it still looks kind of scary. Because they don't really have like proper lips. They have like sort of scaly faces. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Charlotte?
I was saying, like, you ever see like a dog where like it mildly growls and it's like, oh, it's got.
Yeah, when dogs smile.
That's just what I imagine.
It's pretty much exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the Denholm estate on the map?
The Denholm estate is in the government quarters here.
Oh, right, okay.
It's sort of where all of the management buildings are, and where the main estates for the noble houses are as well. Yeah. Basically, it takes him a few minutes, but Balazar is able to relay the exact same tale to Anton. So he's escaped to Rein. can't really say that I have any connections there myself. Is there no one you know, Balazar? He shifts a little bit uncomfortably. He's like, well, there's a few people I know from my time in the Colosseum, but I'm not sure they'd be able to track down a fugitive.
I think we should try.
I say we didn't need to worry about having to try and track someone. We have a resident from Rein within our party, and I turn towards Gregory.
Gregory's face goes noticeably pale when you say that. I say,
Unless, obviously, you weren't originally from Rein, and you've never really been there, have you?
Well, it's not so much that. I'm a very well-respected member of the aristocracy. Lord Gregory Dupont, they know me as. Commander of 1,000 men. I've built a mighty trade empire, you see.
Oh, is that so, Gregory? Well, you must get these men that are under your command to rally behind you and find this evil man who wished death upon many a person, including yourself at one point, I assure.
Yes. Well, you see, I would love to help you, but I feel like I have not personally have any problems with this Emsworth.
Oh, if you have
it was all before my time.
Yes, but if you have any connection to us, I am sure he would not be too pleased about that. Is there really an issue with this? Surely you would want to see a man who obviously is a traitor to his own city be brought to justice. Surely you can empathize with us on this point.
Well, of course, I'm a man of honor. I would never dream of leaving Solaris.
Then it is settled. We shall go to Rein, where we will meet up with your men and track down this treacherous man.
Huzzah!
Unless, of course, everything you have just explained to us is rather fictitious.
Fictitious? I don't even know the meaning.
It's because you are too stupid.
I am an entrepreneur, you remember. I sell goods and services.
And surely your connection can help us find this man in most likely the slums of the...
Well, yes, I would absolutely love nothing more than to go to Rein and to help you with your quest.
Then excellent. We shall be on the way shortly. Anton, will you be joining us as well, or Balazar, or shall we just go alone this time?
Well, I'm afraid both of us have our duties to tend to here in the city. If you are planning on traveling to Rein, then perhaps if you could wait until tomorrow morning, at least ensure that you're looked favorably upon when you enter the city, and give you a few names and a letter of introduction for who you can meet with.
Excellent. I feel that is an excellent idea, Balazar. I believe if we do this, then we can surely bring this man to justice back to the city.
Where the hell is Matt?
I know, it's been, an hour and a half now. He said it would be an hour late.
Yeah, I was going to say. He wants to...
I'll message him and ask what he's up to.
At this point, I just gingerly smile back at Gregory, asking if he agrees.
He seems to be sort of like breaking out into a bit of a cold sweat. Like, you backed him into a corner and there was something he was trying to say, but he just couldn't really seem to find the words, which is very unusual for him. He's a very charismatic man, but because you guys have seen him do nothing but peddle lies since you met him.
And the fact that I really hate him. That's like our characters.
You hate everyone.
Sort of just like,
no, I don't hate everyone. I just
hate my character.
I don't hate your character. I just frown upon his ridiculous stupidity.
And have a slight suspicion that you might have a connection to devils. or demons, or something.
Anything I
Just
would
something like-
try and kill within a
Spooks.
second of seeing. And then there's Chi, who I just adore and believe she's the only other near sane person.
That's right. Yeah, she would never.
Yeah.
Never do anything
Insane.
wrong. It's not like she
Yeah.
has like a severed human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sane. Yeah. Yeah. Those sane
No
people.
homos in this party. It's fine.
It's not like the fact that at this point I'm probably cracking under the same insanity as the rest of the
It's like
party.
he's a little stroking that head in my bag. Yeah. Yeah. Keep talking. Yeah.
Twiddling with his hair.
Really?
You just see, I'm just
Yeah.
why have you got your hand in your pouch?
Keep talking
The
about
lizard
how we're
that's
sane
painted
people.
like a dragon. That's
Oh yeah.
bullets in there.
What was that?
She bought a dragon in quotation marks, which was actually a painted lizard in the last session.
His name is Squishy, and I love him.
If you ever showed me that lizard, I would and said it's a dragon. I'd be like, "Are you trying to insult me?"
I then whip out my dragon and show him the mighty beast and be like, fear him.
I would
He's
literally,
ferocious.
I would literally turn to Balazar and say, "Is she trying to insult us?"
I turn to him and
Looks
say
like
he
a dragon
is.
to me.
I turn around and say, "Are you insulting him? Are you saying he is lesser of your kind?
I'm saying he isn't our kind.
Do you not accept him as your person, sir? He is of equal right of you dragon people.
No, you see, the dragons are above us. Firstly,
He descended from you. He is one like you. Just look past his smallness and tiny scales, and I assure you, he is one of you. This is
Literally, I'm
racism towards
breathing
your
so
own
much
kind.
agony.
I'm just like, I'm just dying on the inside. Like my
Racism.
person is just all that happens in my mind now is internal screaming. That's all that. It's like if someone was like, "I wonder what Torian's thinking," all it is, all of my mind goes to is, "Ah!"
Your vision begins to turn red as you like burst a blood vessel in your eye.
I just basically become in Dragon Ball Bridge when Vegeta finds out that he got
Yeah.
bamboozled. Dragon Ball, where is Dragon Ball? It's me.
Anton just sort of puts his hand on your shoulder, like, "Are you doing okay, buddy? I mean, like, have you got a problem with dragons?
Yeah, have you got a problem with dragons?
They're a common
That's
pet in
my
the
dragon.
city, man."
Yeah, my dragon. Tell him, boy.
I'm just like, none of you try. It's like, Balazar.
I continue to click my
I
dragon
just
on my
like,
head.
I just look at all the other dragon boards around me and like,
Balazar is just like,
surely, come on.
yeah, you notice Balazar has been completely silent before it. He like sort of crouches in front of Chi's hands and begins to like tickle his nose, like, "You're a little cutie, aren't you? You are. Who's a little
I say,
cute
don't
lizard?"
touch him. I'm kidding.
You're a cute lizard. See?
I get ultimately triggered. I'm like, excuse me, good sir. You mean dragon?
What? He just goes back to scratching his nose. Completely
I
ignores
just
you.
nod. I'm like, yeah, you don't reply.
At this point, it's like he can't even hear you. He's just enraptured by this cute little lizard.
He's a good boy, and I'm proud of him. And he's a dragon.
What color has it been painted, Charlotte?
It's like, well, originally his underneath scales are green,
Okay.
but his like current scales are like purple and red, like a really nice royal shade.
Okay, so he's sort of like some sort of mix of like a fey dragon and a red dragon.
Yeah, he's a handsome boy.
Okay, he's a majestic sight. And
He
you
is.
totally can't see the paint.
I can't.
It's beginning to flake.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just his scale shedding for like the hot season.
Should
I
we
mean, it's getting pretty hot.
make our way to Rein?
Oh, well, we gotta have a night in first.
Okay. Should we set it up
so-
for the night then?
With the foolishness with the lizard,
Dragon.
foolishness with the majestic dragon, complete, Balazar sort of returns to his senses a little bit and says, "Yes, you haven't actually received an award for fighting alongside us in the sewers yet, have you? I've been told. I made sure that it was taken to the Denholm estate for you. It's from my lady, Lady Brazara, the head of the Dragonborn family. Hi, sir. I'm sure that if you went and found the head of this house, Lady Denholm, then she would be able to provide you with your reward." Just heard Discord go off. What
Yeah,
just,
it was
Charlotte muted herself. Congratulations, well done, Charlotte.
So which estate is it we got to go to?
Stay in the Denholm estate. He says, your reward has been delivered here, and if you find the head of the house, then she will be able to give you your reward.
Oh, so we just go into the actual house then. Cool.
You know, literally, you walk in, and as you go into the main foyer, you're greeted by the head butler, Winston, again.
Yes. Good evening, sirs and madam. Is there something I can assist you with now?
I say, yes, I'd like to pay visit to the head of the estate. We have been
Yes.
informed of the
Lady Amelia and Lady currently dining on lunch. If you would like to go join them, I can take you to the dining hall.
Yes. I haven't eaten since morning, so it would be excellent if we could join them.
It's sort of about like 12:30, 1 o'clock right now. Interestingly enough, Gregory actually has a perfect sense of time and can tell you down like to the second what time of day it is.
That is concerning.
It's the feat he took when he leveled up.
What?
Amongst other things, that is one of the things that he can do.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yes, let's go down to eat.
So,
Yes.
Winston, the head butler, leads you down the halls towards the dining room where you first met Lady Amelia Denholm.
Is he a gorilla?
We made this joke already the first time you met him. And sort of when you walk in, you do. Callista is just sort of tucking into a plate of various like sweet fruits, and
I wave.
she looks up like her mouth full of apples. Oh hi!
Hello.
Oh hi!
What?
Oh hello!
Hi.
Oh, how are?
I'm glad to see you're enjoying your food, bruh.
She like chews the apples and swallows it and rushes up to you guys. It's like, so you guys have finally returned, right? You went on an adventure, didn't you? Where
He was lit.
I don't know what that means. Was it as dangerous as when you rescued me?
It was lit.
It was more dangerous.
Is she talk?
It
Wait, is she
was
talking
more
about
dangerous
the,
than we were-
The dungeon thing.
Yeah, she was talking about your excursion into the sewers. She hasn't seen you.
I just have
You
my
said.
eyes just go into a 1,000-yard stare from the my single-handed my one-on-one duel with the thing, as well as the demon, and then the second fight with a demon, and then the insanity of my group as we fought it. sort of thing.
Mr. Torrin, are you all right? And she sort of like waves her hand in front of your face, but she's sort of like jumping up to reach it because you're so huge.
I'm like,
She's like 12.
I'm just like, I nearly died. It just dawned on me.
Died, and I would have died surrounded by these fucks.
It's like,
I'm wasting my life.
it's like, what am I doing?
Bahamut, why would you give me these companions?
It's like, do you truly test me? Why must I be tested in such ways?
So yeah, you sort of after finishing her mouthful, Lady Amelia, who is she is a huge fat woman, like several pearl necklaces wrap around her many necks. And she sort of looks up from her plate, where she has actually been like eating with perfect table manners, despite her portliness. And she's like, "Ooh, our guests have returned. Winston, would you please go and collect the rewards?" And she points over to the next room, and you see there's sort of like this very sort of rushed patch job on the wall from where Matt's character punched through it. Oh, Nezel Cads punched through the wall when you first arrived in the estate. It's just sort of like been plastered over, and wallpaper has just been sort of put over it as a temporary fix. He's like, "Of course, at once, my lady." And he disappears along with several of the other serving staff, and they return a few minutes later, carrying velvet pillows. Winston is holding sort of this ivory chest, or like sort of this wooden chest with ivory inlays and decorations. He opens it up, and it's brimming with gold pieces. He's like, "For your services in getting rid of the Golden Shark-Tooth Gang from the city, we offer to you 1,000 gold pieces."
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And that is to split between you as you see fit, 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, right. I thought it was 1,000 each, but I'll take the 1,000 happily.
Also, as Sir Balazar and Sir Jander have both attested, it seems you found far more than just the remnants of Golden Shark-Tooth Gang in there.
Again, my eyes just go to 1,000-yard stare.
Yes, I can see it's had an effect on your Dragonborn companion. I hope it's not permanent. It's an incursion of horrific demons into the city, and we are all extremely grateful for your service provided in quelling this incursion before any true havoc was wrought. Who knows what sort of horrific fate could have befallen Solaris without you. In rewards for this, we offer you several things, and various servants come forwards holding velvet pillows, and on top of the pillows are your other rewards. On the first pillow is, as I reach for my notes once again, on the first pillow is a single silver potion to glimmer and then shift color a little bit to a gold and then return to silver. And it says, "A potion of immortality. Its effects are extremely brief, but once you consume it until its effects wear off, you shall not die." The other, another servant steps forward with two sort of reddish, pinkish potions, which seem to have various leaves continually burning on top of the potions. Potions of fire dampening, two of them. It will reduce any fire damage you receive, unless you are only receiving very small amount of damage. It will likely not completely eliminate the damage. And the last servant steps forward with a pillow, and on it is this amulet. It seems to be a necklace with a purple gem inlaid into the center of the pendant. An amulet of mine, when worn, make it harder effects that ordinarily alter your mind to work quite so well. In terms of mechanics, it will increase your wisdom saving throw by 1.
So if there's ever a spell which forces you to make a wisdom saving throw, you get to have a +1 bonus to that. And then Lady Amelia also steps forward. A brooch, just like one that all of you are already wearing, apart from Gregory. And of course, in exchange for your services, Mr. Dupont, we would like to formally recognize you as one of the Watchers of Solaris. Please use this status with care and try not to bring disgrace to our fair city. She hands to him the potions. Of course, my lady, I would never dream of bringing disgrace to this wonderful city.
Clickety clack.
So I will show to you the potions of immortality and fire dampening. Balazar actually steps forward as well. It's as a personal gift for myself and Anton as well. Went off and cured this as well. Since we seem to have so much trouble staying alive in the lab. And he pulls from a case which he had attached to his belt. How many? 3 scrolls. He says they are scrolls of healing word. Any of you to cast the healing word spell once, and then the scroll is destroyed. I'm afraid this was all we were able to get our hands on, but if you get your hands on some more, you could possibly, one of you could actually permanently teach yourself the spell. So I'll show that to you as well.
Isn't healing word the that's the cleric one, isn't it? Cleric spell.
Healing word. Did you? Have you seen all of the things which I brought up on your screen?
Yeah, I've got one.
Matt says he'll be coming online at about 8:15.
The only thing that's missing on there is the amulet, isn't it?
Ah, right. The amulet of mindfulness. My bad. So that is potion of immortality, potion of fire dampening, scroll of healing word, amulet of mindfulness.
I shall take the amulet of mindfulness on objects. I feel it's a very smart thing for me that I don't really care about.
Okay. So yeah, it requires attunement, so you have to spend an hour and a short rest. And you could probably take that hour and attune to it while eating lunch with the Denholms if you wanted. Same for you, Milo, if you wanted to attune the Cambion Spear.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so the other items don't need attuning. They're just like single-use things. The Potion of Immortality only lasts for 1 round, but it will not let you fall below 1 health, no matter what happens to you. Which could be very painful, not used correctly. Or it could save your life.
I'll take the scroll of healing word.
Okay, the 3 scrolls of healing word.
Yeah.
I think that's just for everyone, isn't it?
Oh, it's for everyone.
Yeah, it was a gift from Anton.
Oh, right. So it's just
Balazar, so it's for you guys to split amongst you as you fit all of these rewards are.
I mean, you can carry them. I've got my spell to heal. I'll probably keep that on.
That's true.
prepared, always prepared. Cure wounds.
Well, you've got cure wounds and you've got lay on hand.
Yeah.
Paladin ability.
So it's probably better if other people have those.
Do I add it to my spell book?
No, it's going to be in your inventory.
Okay.
If you have down, if you were able to get one more scroll of healing word, then you would be able to spend 48 hours and 50 gold pieces with materials to permanently add it to your spell book.
Okay, right. Okay, I'll.
Matt's upset because we're divvying up loot without him.
Well, he should be here then.
That's what I said to him. Saying, pity you're not here. I guess Gregory didn't get anything. Gregory is just sort of like eyeing the huge amount of gold. Like, since you guys are getting all of good loot, I think I should be the one to get all of the.
I turn around and say that gold is for everyone, Gregory. We need to share it evenly.
Yes, an even share, and I evenly take my share. The rest of you take a share proportional to, what you've already taken.
An even share of 1,000 would be 250.
How many scrolls were there?
3. Literally just one less than what's needed to be able to permanently use it.
Hooray!
I wonder why, eh?
I lost connection. I can't see what's on the screen, by the way.
Okay.
I should be able to double click them
Sounds
from
like
the
a thing.
sidebar.
If you click on journal, they're all on the side there. And you can click.
So you've taken the amulet of mindfulness, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So, who's the potion of immortality gone to?
Not sure actually. What did you take, Rob? You haven't
Took
took
the
anything, have you?
scrolls of healing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the immortality one.
Okay, you want the potion of immortality then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will pop that in your journal then.
Thank you.
So, I'll just change that from all players to. To Charlotte W. There we go. Save changes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the potion of immortality, it is a bonus action to drink it or one action to feed it to someone else, provided they're willing. And it lasts for 1 round of combat, so 6 seconds. And during that 1 round, no matter what happens, you will not drop below 1 HP.
Cool.
Pretty handy.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so when Matt comes online, everyone has to wish him happy birthday, just like last time.
Okay.
All right.
Just because we all last time when he came online.
Oh yeah. Not to be a paid, but like.
So is
I'm like.
Sorry. Go on.
Has Matt got? Hello?
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 Yeah, my internet's
Okay,
dying.
yeah, I can hear all of you. It's fine. Rob, you were saying something. Has Matt got?
No, I was going to say, has Matt got the potion of fire dampening then? Or
He can do if that's how you want to divvy it up.
I mean, it is last item.
yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll give that to him.
And then we all get 250 gold pieces each.
I was saying not to be a pain in the butt, but like, would you be able to fill me in like once Matt gets here? Because I don't think my internet, like, I literally cannot hear what you guys are saying most of the time. So could you just like fill me in?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fill Matt in anyway. Heh, fill Matt in.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
my
I'll fill you in. Don't worry.
Okay.
Could take your laptop closer to the router.
I will pop the potion of fire
I think I
down.
might like leave now because it ain't doing too good.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
As I said, try taking your laptop closer to the router for just this time.
See, I would, but like that's all the way downstairs to get closer, or in my brother's room.
All right.
Like, there's no way to like do it without being in like a room and them having to listen to me be really loud and stuff.
Yeah, no, we've already experienced that once today.
Fair enough.
Oops.
No, I meant from my housemates.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to put you through that.
It's okay.
They're horrible. Balazar
Okay,
gets
like-
1,000-yard stare.
Right, so what we're doing now then? Push the fire down. I'll close it off now.
Well, Matt will be online in about 15 minutes, so I'm kind of hesitant to carry on the main story without him.
Okay.
Shall we just change everyone's gold pieces to include at 250 each?
Yeah.
Because I mean there was 1,000, so.
Yeah.
So
You could always tell Matt that he gets 200 and we split the 50.
and everyone
the
gets an
difference.
extra 25 or whatever.
I'm gonna like go back to making cosplay in hopes that my internet will be better. But if like you need me for something, just call me back and I'll try and jump on.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Will do, boss.
Cool,
250.
cool.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Charlotte.
Bye.
7.
So it's 501 plus 250 is 751.
Oh, you're changing it for me.
I'll update Matt's and Charlotte's gold.
Okay. 709.
Moonbeam.
I think that's high math. I'm probably right.
And
Yes.
where are you? There we go. Inventory 11 will be 761.
Right, since we're not doing some story stuff at the moment, can I see if I can find a last scroll of healing word?
Oh yeah. You knew that at the University Arcanum there was various people comparing scrolls. If you wanted to travel all the way across the city, or you could try the upper stands or the lower stands to see what people are selling there.
Let's go to the upper stands as the better ones, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the upper stands
Let's go
are
to-
like the sort of crafted goods. So make an investigation check for me then.
Okie doke.
you
That's
want-
it, actually, you can choose investigation or persuasion. Sort of ask around and see if you can find someone selling scrolls.
Persuasion. Ooh, okay. Persuasion's +3. Where's my thing? There it is. Is it D20? Is it?
Yeah, D20 plus that. 15.
15.
So yeah, it takes you, I'd say, probably about half an hour of like going around, and this was for persuasion, wasn't it?
What?
Was it
Persuasion.
investigation or persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Yeah.
So yeah, so it takes you about half an hour of just sort of like wandering around, asking pretty much like just random people on the streets, like, "Hey, do you know anywhere I can buy scrolls?" And they just sort of walk on in front of you. You are pointed towards the University Arcanum for most people point you towards the University Arcanum for buying just about anything magical, but there is one guy. He's just sort of like wearing a black cloak, and he sort of speaks in a very deep voice, and you suspect he might be a dragonborn just from like the fact he sort of sounds quite similar to Balazar, just sort of like, "Yes, I talk like this," sort of voice. And he tells you that at the minute there is a traveling merchant who's currently set up shop in the Heavens Plaza, not far from the Cat Saloon, which is a place she is eager to lead you to.
Huh.
Sorry, the Saloon of the Cats it's called, not Cat Saloon.
Cat Saloon.
Wait a minute, I recognize that name.
This is where she got absolutely wrecked. And so yeah, you sort of walk towards. So do you set off for the university, or do you set off for this traveling merchant?
Let's go to this traveling merchant. Are you coming with me, Torin?
Oh yeah, I'll go with the merchant. I'm sure. Let's just pass the time.
All right, sure. So the entire party towards the head plaza, and once again, sort of as you get there, it's still sort of mid-afternoon, so the nightlife hasn't really come into its own. But there are like a few people sort of day drinking. And Cheese nose perks up at the smell of catnip again as you get near to the cat saloon, and she just sort of like bolts off and runs inside without you guys. This is the Dungeon Master's way of not having to use 2-player characters as NPCs. And literally in an alleyway right next to an opulent purple tent, and above it in glittering letters is Igor's Velvet Room, it's called. It's literally just on a wooden sign in glittering letters. You walk in and you see like a very short man with pointed ears, and you wonder if he's some sort of like a half breed between like a half elf and an like halfling or a gnome perhaps. And he's sort of speaking in this very soft voice, like, "Yes, welcome to my velvet room. I'm Igor. Hello, hello. Is there anything you would like?"
I'm looking for some scrolls of healing word.
Scrolls of healing word for the discerning customer. Yes, of course. We're always happy to serve you here at Velvet Room. Whatever you may need. If you will just excuse me for one moment. And he sort of like wanders off towards the back of the tent, disappears behind like a cloth doorway, and you just hear like the sounds of glass smashing, and there's a cat that just goes meow in the background. It's like, "Ah, goddamn cat, get out of the way." Eventually he comes out just like sort of a scratched face and nose, and he's holding up like sort of just a tattered sheet of paper with scrawlings on it. It's like, "It is, of course, quite a difficult item to come across outside of strictly controlled magic, of course. The University Arcana keeping a monopoly on things within Solaris. I had to import this from elsewhere. But, I'm sure it will be extremely functional. Say, for a scroll of healing word, this is a first level spell, so perhaps I could part with it in its current condition for 45 gold pieces."
40.
40 gold pieces, sir. You certainly do know how to strike a bargain. Very well, if you must barter me down to 40 gold pieces. He sort of eagerly extends his hand to shake yours.
6.
Would you like to take the deal at 40 gold pieces for a tattered scroll of healing words?
Yeah, screw it, why not? Let me just... is it 6? There you go. Okay, I've upgraded my... Well, down-numbered my gold coins.
Your gold hit points.
My gold hit points.
Yeah. Just mark it off in your inventory. Tattered scroll of healing word, or something along those lines. Just in terms of mechanics, anytime when you use it, you have to roll a d20, and if you roll a 5 or lower, it will instead cast inflict wounds.
Oh, lovely.
Instead of healing word.
Oh. Okay.
It's a good thing you're using it for other stuff, yeah?
I will heal you with harm. And Igor is just sort of sat in the corner, eagerly counting through the gold that you gave him. He bites one of the coins to check it's real and looks at it, he's like, huh. You notice like one of his teeth is slightly chipped from biting into this coin. Now then, for my dear discerning customers, is there anything else you might like from Igor's marvelous velvet room?
Do you know I can get some healing potions?
Healing potions? Well, you know, here at the Velvet Room, we are always happy to serve your needs. And he once again disappears into the back room, and you hear cats screeching and growling at him. The sounds of smashing glass and him screaming and yelling at the cats. It's a fucking shit location, goddamn saloons full of catnip. Walks out once again with his like mild persona on. He's yes, potions of healing, of course. Once again, with the University Arcana, it's quite difficult to bring these into the city, so I couldn't possibly think of parting with them for less than 40 gold apiece.
I don't think I can.
And
How
you
about
look
some...
at it,
go on.
You look at it and you see, like, there seems to be a toenail floating in one of the bottles.
This is disturbing.
I think I'll pass. Do you have any potions of harming or damage or
Potions of damage or harming? I mean, well,
or poison?
Poisons. I tell you what, give me a moment. I'll see what I can come up with. And he wanders into the back room and takes the potions of healing with him. Comes back out again, and once again you hear the sounds of smashing glass and cats, and
I'm just seeing how
angrily cursing at cats.
At this point, I'm just stood there like, are you okay? Is you all right back there?
I'm just trying to see how many times
no
you'll go in. And...
Absolutely love this location. Best place to set up business, I promise you.
Yes, in a dark back alley, yes.
You should have stuck to the lower stands. You sort of just hear him muttering under his breath. Miss Magnostadt. And he eventually comes out with the exact same potions, but the cork has been changed to now one with a skull on it. It's like, yes, here you go. I can promise you these are very poisonous.
I'm just like, just looking at these potions, and then I'm just like, well, I turned to Anna and said, "You're not gonna fall for this, right?"
I'm just gonna whisper to you, since I have no means of buying any of these other potions, any of these dodgy potions off him. I'm gonna see how many times I can send him back into that room with the cats. How about a potion of invisibility?
Potion of invisibility.
Something tells me she'll come out with just a jar in a minute. There's just nothing in there.
So he, once again, this time he just sort of like clenches his fists, stomps off back towards it. Didn't even listen to a price for the goddamn poisons.
Excuse me, have you got any, what's the price for that poison?
You just see him poke out, and there's like this black cat dangling from his nose, and its claws dug in. Sir, would you, I tell you what, I will bring the potions back out to you in a moment. Just allow me to deal with this mild incursion in the back room, and I will bring the invisibility potion to you, and I will bring those poisons to you, and we shall have business, my friend. He stalks off back into the room. You hear more cats screeching and smashing of glass, and he just seems to be getting like gradually angrier and angrier at this apparent swarm of cats in his back room.
It's like, get lost, I don't have any catnip for you. You goddamn felines, it's next door.
Oh god, if we somehow manage to find that she was in the back there somehow. Why is there a goddamn cat girl in my...
Why is there a goddamn furnace in here?
I'm just like...
At the very least, if she is there, he doesn't seem to have noticed her. You know she is quite good at hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes him a little bit longer than it did for the other ones. And he seems to be rooting around in bottles for quite a while. And he eventually comes out with the same potions again. He's like, yes, the poisons you wanted. And then he holds up a single teapot for you. And I have for you here a miraculous item. I couldn't possibly part with it for less than 100 gold. But this is a kettle of invisibility. You see? And he pulls out this, he reaches under the counter and pulls out a cracked mug, and he pours nothing into the mug. He's like, see? Invisible tea! And he brings it up to his lips and makes a slurping sound.
I'm just sat there like, what?
I just look at him and say...
Gregory's just like, I could do business with this guy.
I just look at him and say, I'm not sure about this invisibility stuff you have going on.
Invisibility, though?
Invisibility? Oh my fucking...
No, why?
Invisible tea, that's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Perhaps not. I don't suppose you could find me some potions of weakness or anything.
Weakness?
Yes.
Something to make you feeble when you drink it.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, give me just a few moments, and once again, he disappears into the back room.
Torrin, have you got any more ideas for potions?
At this point, I think we've upset him enough.
When he does finally come out, he's just sort of bleeding from a gash above his eye. It's just his clothes are in tatters from all the scratches. He's panting. He's like, yes, a potion of weakness. He just literally holds up the chipped teacup, and in it is just a vial of, and in it is literally just what seems like cat hair and blood. It's like, look, if you drink this, I can promise you, it will not go down well.
How much do you want for it?
You know what? Just take it.
Oh,
Just
great.
take it. Just promise me you will never come here again.
I say, oh, well, okay, then bye, and then walk out.
Thank you. What was the name of the potion?
Just write in teacup of weakness.
Teacup.
I'm just like, hey, I recommend giving it to Gregory.
Gregory is stood right next to you like, I have many elixirs to counteract the effects of such things. Perhaps you would like to test one.
I was gonna say, I'm just like, I look at it and say, you have none of those. I know your lies by that point. I know when you want to lie at me.
Sir Torin, I'm injured by this defamation of my character. Honestly, if I was a lesser man, I might have to seek compensation for this blatant attacks upon my person and upon my reputation within this fine city. And he points to the brooch on his chest that he's wearing proudly. As you can see, I am a respected member of society here within the city of Solaris, and I would thank you not to go slandering my name.
So have you forgotten about your name in Rein then?
I don't know what you're referring to.
I thought you were such a respectable.
I am, but Sir Gregory Dupont, Lord Gregory Dupont, commander of 1,000,000 men.
I thought it was 1,000 men.
No, the number has increased. You're remembering wrong, Dragonborn.
Oh no, my memory is rather.
It's that
rather
lizard
brilliant.
brain of yours.
I'm sorry, are you being racist right now?
Well, I didn't say anything. What?
It's like
Is it those small ears? Are you hearing me wrong?
it's like I say I find racism rather disrespectful to myself and others of my kind. I do not take kind to this kind of
I don't know what you're referring to.
And I at this point I hold on to the end of my sword. I'm just my great sword on the handle. I'm like I find it rather insulting that you must come to this conclusion.
Now, of course, Mr. Torin, there is no need for threats of violence. We're all friends here.
Friends. That is a funny way of putting our relationship.
Are we not brothers who have risked our lives together? Do you not remember how I saved you from that horrific gorilla demon?
Gregory, I
also
think
remember
you're
the
his.
fact that you stabbed me with your rapier.
I think you're his associate. I think that's as close you'll ever get.
I'll
I wouldn't even. I would. I'd take it.
Maybe his acquaintance.
That's even.
As you're having this
pushing it.
discussion, actually, you look over back at Igor's velvet room tent, and you actually see Chi sneaking into the back of it. She is just like tripping balls on catnip and just sort of like staggers into it.
At this point, I walk. It's like I walk into G. We're already left there. Come now, we must go.
No, I swear.
No, it's fine.
Nah, the cat's told me he's got the juice.
The juice you're referring to is the same kind of juice.
It's some
Like
invisibilities, they said.
Right, I think we need to move on to a new location. I suggest we go by somewhere which might sell a shovel and iron pot.
At this point, I look back and say, we do not need no shovel and iron.
Oh, I think we do.
Well, you can do that upon your own.
Okay.
I will take my leave. Fucking, and it's like as I walk off, all you hear shovels. Stupid.
Good iron fucking shovel, son of a bitch.
It's like, why must he need a shovel? What the hell is he trying to dig?
Right, let's go to the lower stands then.
Okay, yeah, so the lower stands is this sort of bustling market. Is right next to the it opens out onto the eastern gate, which is which is sort of the nearest gate to the city of Rein, which is sort of the nearest city and the largest trading partner, or the largest single trading partner of Solaris. So the lower stands is this huge bustling marketplace where you can find just about anything. And literally, I'm not even going to make you roll anything. There are hundreds of stands selling all sorts of domestic goods, like pots and pans. There's ones with novelty shapes. There's one which is in the shape of a Dragonborn's face. There's ones bearing the holy symbol of Palor on it. And the peddler who's selling it is like, genuine Palor pans, blessed with the sun god's light, will cook your food faster than any other pan, guarantee it, 100%. So yeah, what sort of pan are you looking for, Rob?
Well, it's just a regular
Find
iron,
almost anything here.
iron pot for cooking.
Just a nondescript iron pot.
Just a nondescript iron pot.
Yeah, so you just sort of like walk up to a random
maybe a
stand.
bucket. Iron bucket.
An iron bucket, yeah. So like you sort of walk up to like the bargain bin at one of these stands, and like it's sort of looked over by this. She at first glance looks like quite a buxom lass, and is quite a beautiful woman. And then she just sort of smiles this toothless grin of blackened gums at you. It's like, oh, hello, love. Taking a look at my pans, are you?
Oh, wait.
It'll be 5 coppers each, they will.
5 coppers.
And possibly a little bit more if you want to have a look at some other pans.
Got any iron
I should admit, and she sort of like leans in. Absolutely horrendous. Like, you have to just like, really hold in your gag reflex.
I'm trying. I don't suppose you sell iron buckets anywhere?
Iron buckets? Oh, yeah. Just have a look at what we've got here. And she like roots around underneath the stall and pulls out like an iron bucket, which she seems to be using to like wash the rust off of all of her other pans that she's selling. So, well, you know, she just like pours it out onto the street next to you and splashes over you with this rust water. It's like, well, you know, I got this one. I suppose I could part with it for a silver piece, shall we say?
Alex, rust water. Rust water.
Yeah, it's just rust water that's full of rust. It's lovely and brown. And
it's iron brew.
It would be iron brew. I'm sure it would be delicious. The drink of the Scots.
Torrin, do you want some of that?
Some of that iron brew.
1 copy, you say?
1 silver for the bucket.
1 silver.
2 copper for each of the pans.
I'll take your bucket.
Oh, I'll bet you will, darling. Hey, Matt.
Okay, maybe I'll go now.
Okay.
That was a weird time to come in.
It was.
I'll take.
Believe me, it was.
It is a weird time.
Give me the context. Sorry.
You don't need context.
Well, we were sort of killing time while we waited for you to come, so Rob has been filling up. That's no worries, mate. Rob has been filling up his inventory. He trolled a shopkeeper and kept getting him into fights with cats.
The fuck?
Is
this what happens when I'm not here? Is this your existence?
She is high on catnip again. Like she's currently quietly tripping balls.
Jesus. Is that really how much I've hindered the main quest? That all you've done is got high and fight with cats? Fuck me.
We've been to the
now
university.
Rob is flirting with a toothless woman who is trying to sell him pots and pans.
I don't suppose you can find any shovels back there.
No, well, you know, I'm not really one for digging equipment. I've got some digging of my own, if you know what I mean.
That's fantastic.
Gives you a very strange wink where she just sort of like closes both of her eyes.
I think that'll be all of our business here for today. Gregory?
Okay, do come back, darling.
Is there anything you want from here?
What?
Gregory?
What are we getting?
Anything?
She just like sells kitchen implements.
On a ladle.
You want a ladle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he lost his ladle.
I bet
I
you
lost the
love a
pot,
good
that was
spoon, wouldn't you, honey?
Fuck me, is this the rapiest?
I know.
She's got like no teeth and black gums, and like every time she
Rob,
like
why did you
flirts,
choose
she
this?
leans.
I didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault.
Well, at first glance, like before she started smiling, she looked okay. And like every time she leans in to flirt with you, like you get a whiff of her breath, and it just instantly makes you gag a little bit.
Don't suppose you want a wait, do I have any left?
Shut up,
Avocado.
Jenna! I got the cat back.
Tell Jenna she's a whore.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get beaten up.
She will hurt you.
Get Scoob on her. Sick him on her. Scoob's violent. He kept on biting me.
Scooby's not a violent boy.
He is. He ate
Scooby
me.
would not hurt anyone.
Right, should we move on to the story, or shall I get myself a shovel?
I tell you what, actually, I will refresh what Matt has missed so far.
While you do that, I'm gonna get some
Fighting and
biscuits.
tripping on balls.
It's mostly been Rob fucking around, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Even before we were killing time. So in the last session, you went to the Temple of Palor to learn about the Soul Stone that you've trapped the demon inside.
Yeah.
Do you remember that far?
Yep.
And he basically, the head priest there basically said that if you've come into contact with this artifact, it's because a really powerful devil wanted you to come into contact with this artifact, and you should watch out. After that, at the beginning of this session, you set out towards the University Arcana here in the northern section of the city, and it is this huge.
I do love your diagram.
It's sort of, I actually have a much more detailed one in my book, but this is sort of your vague understanding of the city. Are you writing? Of course. You know there's a text tool, right?
No, it looks better like that.
Okay. So yeah, you went to the University Arcanum. Rob fucked with the wizards quite a lot.
What did you do?
Annoyed. Well, you annoyed a lot of the apprentices there. Specifically the potion makers. They really seemed to love you when he was looking for dark illicit potions. He also fucked with the teleportation circle, which is used to get from floor to floor, and almost killed himself.
Jesus.
And eventually you met with the headmaster of wizardry, Mar Thunderbrow, he was called. He seemed, he had gigantic eyebrows, like down to his shoulders.
Were they thick?
They were thick. THICC thick.
Really, jeez.
Yeah. And at that point, my housemates invaded my room and completely threw us off track and let the cat escape out the window. At that point, yeah, that's what happened then. It was fun in opposite world.
Also, you got a new potion.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What does it do?
We'll get to that when we actually get to that in the story. You spoke to Mar Thunderbrow, and he explained to you that you've probably got about 3 weeks before the Soul Stone that you trapped the demon in, before that Soul Stone becomes inactive and the demon escapes from it. In the meantime, you kind of just need to find a way of dealing with it and getting rid of this stone, or permanently killing the demon that's in it. He also identified the spear, which is currently in Milo's possession, that you got from the demon. It was the spear that it used against you guys. It is quite powerful.
How powerful?
Is it enchanted?
Yeah, it's a magic weapon.
Right, okay, yeah.
It's a +1 magic weapon which does fire damage and can extend its range.
Can I has it then?
What's its damage claim?
Piercing and fire. The D4 is fire and the actual spear is piercing damage. After that, when you stepped outside, you saw Dragonborn friend, Balazar Delmirev, who had been searching for you, quite conveniently because you were about to go searching for him. And together you all set off towards Denholm Estate. There's people laughing outside my room.
They're laughing at you.
No, it's people outside.
They're like, you've got some nice tits for a little boy.
Fucking D&D.
Cool little boy. Anyway, carry on, sir.
Yeah, so you set off towards the Denholm Estate, and Balazar explained that when there was the explosion at Boulder Keep and
Emsworth Camden escaped, he took about 30 prisoners with him and headed to your home city of Rein. Your companions were sort of able to wrestle the information that you were originally born in Rein out of you, and you told them that it's known for having mechanical guards, a big disparity between rich
What
and
do they
poor.
roll? Because if they didn't roll like 10 perfect 20s, then I'm telling them shit, because I'm not going back there.
You have made it fairly clear that you don't want to return.
I ain't going back.
You can't make me.
My ass is too sore after the last time.
Oh, wait a minute. This is new. We didn't get onto this point. I basically managed to put you into a corner into which we basically said that we would go, and you would agree with it.
Well, Gregory Dupont. Well, his accent's changed to a member of the royal family.
He did claim to be a noble and leader.
Yeah, he initially said 1,000 men under his command, and then changed at a later date to 1,000,000 men. And I was like, wait a minute, didn't you say 1,000?
He's constantly recruiting more people.
As I say, I'm not going back there because I don't think we're high level enough.
Wait, that's a four.
Metagaming.
No metagaming.
But anyway, I'll leave that for you guys to discuss. That is not for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's already been decided, and you're going to show us around. We need someone who has a good understanding of the city and the locals.
Well, as a great salesman as myself, I'll only take coin, and you'll have to follow under my rules to be able to go back there. My life is at risk from this deal.
At risk? By what? I thought you had 1,000 men under your command. Easily protect you, surely.
Well, I'm not always the most favoured around town. Already being 6 months in this disgusting shithole, I've already not made the best of friends with certain members, as you can see from the blacksmiths we went to last time. I don't make friends. I don't make friends well.
Oh, but surely your friends in Rein will be more than willing to accept you in our
I don't believe in friends. They're friends.
Are we not your friends?
No, I don't believe in that. I mean the way that I will always take a few coins before I put my life on the line, even for friendship.
So friends are just business to you then?
Well,
a business partnership is the best kind of friendship, isn't it?
I mean, to put it lightly, I'd be dead if I wasn't in this contract we have between us right now.
You're not getting paid by us.
Fine, get me some of the ale before we go, and then I'll take you around the back streets.
I haven't got ale, but I got rum. How does that sound?
Is it Kraken?
Oh shit, Kraken was the best.
Kraken and iced tea. That's some good.
That sounds
shit.
pretty good, actually.
It is actually. You'd be surprised. Anyway, get me some peach tea and some Kraken, and we'll head off in that direction.
Yeah. So.
I'm just going to assume my rum is Kraken. Here, try this.
Yeah, sure.
Because mine just says bottle of rum.
Bottle of rum.
That from.
I guess with you guys, I'll take anything I can get. To be honest, can I put it in my inventory then?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna miss that bottle of rum now.
Well, you got to read. Did I get my pot, by the way?
Sure, yeah.
Yay.
At this point, like 2 copper pieces is such a negligible amount of money. I'm not even going to bother making you to mark that off.
Oh yeah, don't have a pet hedgehog.
You do.
Yeah.
You all bought pets in the last session. Anyway, I was still explaining what had happened. So you went with Balazar to the Denholm estate where you met up with Anton again. And you fucked around looking at Charlotte's pet lizard that was totally a dragon, guys. Totally. Torin got very upset. Balazar thought it was cute. And then you went to find Callie and Lady Denholm. I'm good with words, guys.
Yeah,
I understand how to English. Yeah, you
Sorry,
went to find-
my good friends. Do you mind if I go and take the lavatory for a little ride?
Wait, are you going to have sex with the toilet?
Yeah, you can be private. You can get in that big hole. Be a second.
Story of my life.
I'm gonna try and offer Gregory my tattered scroll of healing.
Let's see what he thinks of it.
Well, I'm gonna try and trade it to him for, I don't know, something. I'll figure it out.
Figure out what he thinks is worth a tattered scroll of healing.
I'll see if I can get as much as 40 gold from him.
Okay. I can't even remember how much you originally... You bought it for 40, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, that was not very good bartering on your point.
No.
Like, as
I
much
could have got away with like 40
as much as you
silver.
fucked with him after, still came out like 40 gold richer.
Yeah,
So,
true.
look, you also saved him from Chi. Chi was going to take the juice.
True.
The juice.
The juice.
The cat
Oh, right, I
told
didn't
her
even
it was
realise I had
there.
a page 2 of items. I thought I just had one page of items.
Now you got loads of stuff.
Yeah, loads. Got a human foot.
Yee. What?
Oh yeah, you still have that.
Whose foot did you chop off?
I can't remember.
It was one of the, like, at the very beginning.
That
of
is
our
probably just like a maggoty mole foot at this point in the bottom of your pack.
journey. Yeah, more than likely is now.
Maggoty bread.
Yeah, we had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Oh, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit.
So good.
Sorry, I just know the reference.
It's Lord of the Rings. It's the Two Towers, the second Lord of the Rings. And the orcs are talking about eating
Which
the
one was
hobbits.
Return of the Ring? Is that the first or third?
Return of the King is the third one. Fellowship of the Ring is the first one. Then Two Towers. Then Return of the King.
I might watch them over the summer.
They are good.
Watch
They are
who?
good shit.
Please,
Lord of
please
the Rings.
Watch your mom.
Well, I've got a webcam up in a room. There you go. Sorted.
Okay. Hacking in
So
now.
yeah, you went and you met up with Callie and Lady Amelia, and they
Sucks, yeah.
rewarded you for your services to the city.
Wait, I
and
thought we
last-
bought. I thought we stole shit tons of money out the bank or something. Thought
We
we've
were
already
given
done that.
loads of money.
Yeah, when you rescued Callie first
Yeah, and we've
time,
been
I
given-
don't remember rescuing a Callie.
and then
Callie.
you tried
Oh,
to
yeah.
steal a
Yeah,
bunch of money.
you had
and
to
it
steal
didn't
gold
work.
because Nezel was the one that was given money.
Yes, that big
Um,
oaf I sold shit tons of that juice to. Well, I hope he's fine with the side effects.
The juice,
You mean the ones that don't actually occur?
the glitter water.
Yes.
Yeah, the elixir. So you were rewarded, and actually, Gregory, you received a watcher brooch, like all the others in your party do, that marks you as someone who has done a significant service for the city. And
Well,
they're
it
sort
may,
of like freelance heroes, within the city.
well, it may make it easier for us to get through to Rein. I know the guards around there are a bit funny with people like me.
Criminals?
I wouldn't say criminals, dear Dungeon Master. I would rather say salesman of the.
He's talking to God right now.
Yes,
He's
I'd
just
say
talking
more
to the air.
salesman of the. Who I don't.
Fine elixir.
Yes.
Sweet ambrosia.
Sweet ambrosia implies that it's a quality item, to be honest.
Are you feeling? Oh, I just look over at Gregory and I'm like, are you feeling okay?
He's a little bit.
Who are you talking to?
I'm
He
fine.
just sort of looks a little bit defeated after all the times you threatened him today.
And the fact that you're making him go back to Rein.
Hey, just got to put it there. That
Yeah.
he's the one who put himself in the corner.
After
But
you were
this is-
awarded and you split the rewards, that's when you got the potions of fire dampening, which should be in your journal now, Matt.
Pardon?
If you look at the journal tab, you know where the chat is in the corner of the screen, you should have potions of fire dampening there.
Which one are we looking at? Are we looking at the character screen or?
No.
General
So
chat.
you know there's the side of the screen where the chat is and where people dice, yeah?
Yeah.
Did someone
Yeah,
say
well-
dice?
That's
Thanks.
like-
So on there's different tabs, and the third tab along is journal. If you click on that, it shows you character sheets, and it shows you like scrolls, potions,
Oh,
magic
yes.
items.
Yes.
In potions, there should be potion of fire dampening.
Ah, see, I can finally set that disgusting cobble.
Fire
cobble
dampening
pot.
makes fire less effect on you.
Well,
so
yes,
you have-
exactly. I can make the man on fire, and then I can at least make some of the symptoms go away.
Right. So yeah, you have 2 potions of fire dampening.
2 potions. Ooh, fancy.
And then after that, we started wasting time, and Rob fucked with some shopkeepers. And she got high.
Yes.
You also got a bucket.
So you also got a bucket, yeah.
Just wanted to.
So
make that clear.
we return to our not so much here as they stand in the lower stands. You were told that if you set out tomorrow, then Balazar can prepare a letter of introduction and at least help you get into the city. He seems to have some connections in the Colosseum of Rein.
I would like to ask my compadres, where is our dwarf friend you introduced me not so long ago? I haven't seen him much, have we?
He's
Dear
gone back
friend
to his.
Gareth.
Doesn't
He
doesn't
has
go
not
back?
actually. As far as you know, he should be in the Denhelm estate.
Oh,
What?
You'd
I'm
like
pretty
to
sure
go
you said he
visit
went
him?
back.
What? Who?
He's not gone back yet. He's still recovering from his injuries from when he Emsworth.
Oh,
Hope the man didn't die. His heart made me chuckle a bit.
So, would you like to go and visit Garrod?
yeah, can do.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
That's super. Actually, so you do go and visit Garrod. He's in sort of lay in bed in one of the rooms, quite similar to what you've been staying in, the guest rooms at the manor. And it is quite opulent, and he's like, there's a maid like peeling an apple for him. He's like, yes, this is the life.
Is the man satisfied by a mere apple?
He certainly seems quite satisfied. He seems like quite a happy old man right now. He actually perks up when he sees you. He's like,
Ah, good. Just the fellas I was hoping to speak to.
My good friend, I have known you
Who
long.
are you?
I am
Who the hell is this guy?
Megary. Well, my friend, I'm Megary Dupunt. I am a
Megary Depint.
I love how he sounds like Shrek. It's brilliant.
That's a stupid name.
Well, you may say that, but it's my name, and you'll have to deal with it. Anyway, my compadres told me that you are looking for a healing property, something to make you feel a lot better than you are already.
Oh, believe me, kid, I'm your type before. I don't think I'll be having any healing that you're offering.
Oh no, I don't mean it in that way. I have this special elixir, and it is known to be revolutionary in the business of
make a deception check.
Just wait. Let me finish writing this reference. What would I have to roll for that?
So it's on your character sheet. It'll be a D20 plus your deception skill.
A D20. Last time I had that many, I was in my house.
So,
Right, deception check.
It's in the skills page.
Yeah.
Deception.
It says 7.
Yeah, so you have +7. So you roll a d20 +7.
Can press the roll button on the left.
No.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but it should.
I think Alex uses that.
Yeah, I do. I got it all set up properly, I think.
Oh, what else do you have to
Well,
say?
we can go into that in the future anyway.
16.
Is that enough?
Well, I'm going to make an insight check for him.
It's when he rolls a natural 20. Watch the bastard.
We'll fucking find out, won't we? I need to actually open up his character sheet. NPCs. Does he have for insight? He has that much. Yeah, he beats you.
Well,
Literally, it's like, kid, you're a few centuries too young to be tricking me.
well,
Find your elixir.
I guess, gentlemen, I'll be seeing you runs out the room. Well, I guess, if you know who I am and you know I'm pretty much a fraud. My name's Gregory DuPont. I've been kidnapped by this group of people to take them to Rein.
Rein, you're thinking of leaving already, are you?
Well, these degenerates seem like they want to go already. I don't know why they want to go there. Gentlemen, why do we need to go back to,
We need to recapture his name again.
Emsworth Camden.
Emsworth Camden, as that is where
No.
he has escaped to.
Camden, the bastards escaped already.
I think I knew a Camden, actually. Used to be a right freak, if I remember.
Probably not related.
I wonder, Garrod, I have this tattered scroll of healing. I don't know if you have any use for it. I could pass it or sell it on to you if you're interested.
Oh, thank you kindly, Mr. Milo, but the healers have already seen to me. I need a bit of bed rest before I'm given me a reward and I go on my way back to me.
I actually know a certain woman, I guess she is, from a local bar down the road, if you wanted me to get her, dear gentleman. I'm sure she'd excite you in bed.
Oh my god.
You tried to get that.
You're talking about the half-orc, aren't you? I'll make another insight check.
No, shit. Not rolling well tonight.
For me,
He rolled a natural 1!
A pretty lady, you say? Well, now you've got me interested. My voice changed. A pretty lady, you say? Well, now you've got me interested.
I feel a bit bad, old gentleman. I'll get her another time, I guess. Not this time.
Well, I suppose if that's how it's going. Anyway, before you departed, I was going to offer you some advice. You see, well, you know, I've been, I was an adventurer for a long time before I retired, and I feel like I've gotten to know you kids for a little bit while we travel together.
This is my granddad from Scotland or something. He's like, oh, wee, little child,
Whee!
come here.
Get in my belly.
Mike
Didn't
Myers.
realise my granddad was fucking Shrek. But
Flipping
alright.
Mike Myers.
It's some cross between his dwarven Mike Myers. No,
So yes, well, if you're already dead set on leaving, I suppose the advice can, I suppose following up on the leads I've come across can wait. But I figured before I returned to the tavern, I should at least let you know what I've heard of while I've been here.
That would be rather grateful information. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's
I was thinking you fellas are probably coming to a crossroads in your adventure. sort of a decision between staying here in Solaris, continuing to help the noble families with all sorts of things, and I'm sure you'll find many friends, many rewards for doing so. It's what I chose to do as a younger man.
A younger man, you say?
Hey, I wasn't always an old git. But you always do have the alternative, traveling and going to see the world. That was what I let you know about. First of all, if you'd like to listen, there's a few different leads that I've come across just keeping my ear to the ground and listening to what servants have been saying while I've been stuck in bed. First of all, if you'd like to stay in Solaris, there's the headmistress of bardic knowledge there, Lady Lyra, she goes by. She was searching for someone to raid a tomb and find an ancient instrument, some artifact of long-dead bards.
Alright, you fucker, what level do we have to be?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, listen to you, fat little cunt. No one get the joke? No, okay. My Xbox 360 jokes are too lame for this group.
Clearly.
I see how it is. I'm out.
Bye.
I'm out.
What was this lady called?
She was called. It's Lyra something. Ayla Lyle. E-I-L-A.
E-I-L-A. Yeah.
L-Y-L-E.
Okay.
She is the headmistress of the Bards.
Oh. Which school did she come from?
The University Arcanum. You visited it today.
No, I mean, what school of bard is she? Oh, magic.
Ah.
Sorry.
She is, well, you are from the College of Law. She studied Valor instead.
Very interesting.
What did
Anyway,
you say she
I'd-
wanted from us?
She was looking for someone to raid a tomb and find an instrument of a long-dead bard.
Well, I mean, I'd rather slow the process of going back to Rein, and the further I'm away from it, the less there I am in my
Funny
memory.
you should mention Rein, actually. I'd also heard the Colosseum there would be holding an open tournament. If you could get someone to vouch for your skill, I'm sure you could enter it.
I whispered
We
to
don't really
Torin.
grow your legend.
Oh,
I don't think we have
hey,
a single.
what was that?
member-
What was that about? Something about the legend?
Yes, well, you know, if you win glory and coin in the Colosseum, you're well known across the Gon Imperium. The Colosseum of Rein is quite well known.
I whispered to Torin.
see.
I think we should get Gregory to be in a match.
Well, poor Torin. I
From
don't think-
what I'm told, it's a team event.
Oh,
Various.
Well, I imagine Chi could do something by herself. I mean, I'm not the fighting man myself, as you could. Well, actually, no. I like to think of myself as quite a hero. Actually, I saved you guys back there in the dungeon with my immense piercing skills.
those immense piercing skills could do us great wonders in the Colosseum then, surely.
There are two other leads which I found. One is quite time sensitive and knows what may happen to it if you leave it alone. The unresting citadel has been spotted traveling through the plains to the east of to the west of Solaris.
The what citadel?
You can make a history check if you'd like to find out what the unresting citadel is.
Cool, I'll do that. One sec. History, said you?
Yep. You can all make it if you want.
Oh, I think it's alright.
Was that a natural 20?
No, sadly,
it's a natural 19.
It's a nat 19. Kid, to me, it's always going to be something really high.
All right, so yeah, you have heard resting citadel.
As far as you know, it's some ancient dwarven fortress. Think sort of like very similar to sort of like the dwarven cities in the Elder Scrolls games, all very steam-powered robotic sort of things. But it seems to have originally it was this ancient dwarven super weapon, basically this walking fortress. But over thousands of years, and whoever knows what, it's stopped being a destructive force. Now it is more like a wandering hotel. You have to provide items of value to the robots that run the place, and they are the ones that determine what is valuable. Coin only holds so much sway there, and in exchange for that, they will let you stay for a certain period of time. As a result, it's very difficult to get in and a very good place for people who don't want to be found to hide.
Yes, well,
there are a lot of very big crime bosses who stay at the Unresting Citadel.
yes, I want to avoid some of those gentlemen, so we'll take the quiet path.
The last thing I heard about was in the desert to the south of here. Near the oasis town of Dowes, a desert south, not too far south of here, there is a sudden tower that seems to have sprouted from the desert itself. Above it reads in some runic inscription something to the effect of, "Those touched by fate will find their fortunes here." The local magistrate has hired hundreds of mercenaries to explore and enter into the tower, but so far none of them have returned. Of course, if you would like to strike off on your own, I know there is a lot of different villages that buy all sorts of goods to the city of Solaris. Generally, in my experience, adventure happens.
Don't worry, dear gentlemen. I'm sure you know as much as we do that adventure always seems to follow this pesky rabble of a group.
Pesky rabble? How dare you?
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
the advice.
Shut up!
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't shout at me anymore, please.
Well, imagine that
He
never
doesn't say
happened
that.
anyway. It was a pleasure to meet you, dear sir. You seem to be quite an honourable gentleman, and I quite admire that.
Yes, I can't say the same for you.
Hearing these stories, I feel that the Citadel might be also where might be a good place to start to try and find what's his name?
Emsworth Camden.
Emsworth, thank you. As
You
he is
know
on
that
the
the
route.
Citadel is currently wandering through the plains to the west of here.
Gentlemen, before I carry on,
Emsworth fled to the east, last you heard.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of high-ranking criminals there who might know something.
I was going to ask, what makes you think you'll find Camden in Rein? I know Rein is not always the most, not the most, how do you put it, lawful of towns, but I know that it isn't desired. It is not a place to be desired for men who, how do you put it, have a past in royalty and especially a past in law.
Because that's where the intel is telling us.
Right.
Balazar told you that he fled east towards Rein. He didn't say that he went to Rein, but he said he went in that direction.
Well, I guess we have to pursue the man himself. I see nothing but riches coming from capturing that decrepit old man.
So I see you're in it for the money more than anything else. To go back to Rein places.
Well, yes.
The desire of a large reward.
Well, if I'm going to go back to Rein, I hope that I can come out with some sort of reward for my troubles.
Then it is decided we shall head east to Rein.
Super.
After a night's sleep.
Circle
I'm
that in my
guessing.
notes.
Yeah, after we've done.
Yeah, it's sort of getting towards evening now after your shopping spree, and Chi is starting to come down off her catnip high. And so, like, she's starting to get tired and cranky. Every time, like, one of you looks at her for too long, she hisses at you.
What if we all stare?
Then she just, like, rolls stealth and hides. Yeah.
Well, you gentlemen may want to go off to the. You gentlemen may want to go off to the what you call.
She got a 9, so she didn't hide very well.
She is high.
She's baked. She just hides behind like a door frame.
Yeah, you
with
should
her
have rolled,
head. Like,
should have rolled disadvantage.
it's like a "you can't see me if I can't see you" thing. So she puts her head the other side of the door frame and the rest of her body in clear view.
Anyway, gentlemen, if you guys want to go off to if you gentlemen want to go off to bed, I need to go to the pub. I have a couple of gentlemen I need to see before I leave the town.
If you
I'll
need
let
to
you
go
go
and
on your
see
own.
some people.
But I wish to follow you stealthily. Can I?
Yeah.
I wish to follow you stealthily.
I'm going to follow you, Gregory. Wink.
You won't be able to see me, but I'll be there somewhere.
I can imagine you having the big beige trench coat, the hat, the massive newspaper, just following behind me the whole way there.
That's pretty much what he does have. He got a 6 for stealth.
But since I have, can I use my inspiration to?
You
reroll?
can re-roll that if you want with inspiration.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my! You just wasted your.
But I
With
can re-roll that.
inspiration, Nope.
Oh wait,
What?
can he?
Can I not?
You can, yeah. You
I was
can
gonna
because
say-
you're a halfling.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. With inspiration, you have to take the new roll,
Oh, okay.
but because you're a halfling, you re-roll that again. So now you got an 18. So make a perception check, I guess, Gregory, to see if you can spot him.
This is where I roll a 19. Just wait, what's my perception? Don't answer for me. I'll find it myself.
Okay.
Perception. 4 plus 4.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
D20, right?
Wait, doesn't that mean he knows?
Yeah, it means that you beat
Oh,
the
wait.
difficulty class there.
I'm not. Put it this
no.
way, I'm not going to make him know that I know he's there. He can enjoy his little,
Okay. So-
exercise.
I mean, you are doing a good job of hiding Milo. Like, occasionally he does lose sight of you every now and again. But
Should we do it the fact that I see him when we're walking to the pub, but as soon as we get in, I don't know where he's gone.
Sure, let's go with that.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's a great way to end it for tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was about to say you've pretty much hit a loading.
Okay.
So, like, I have one more conversation with Balazar because he said he was going to get you a letter of introduction into Rein. And
Yeah, I think Charlotte should probably be there for that and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. I will message Charlotte and say that basically she got high, you trolled some shopkeepers, and then you met with Garrod and he told you about a few different adventures that you could go on, and you chose to follow Emsworth Camden to Rein and possibly participate in the tournament in the arena that's coming up there. I like the fact you both rolled 18s.
I hate that. I can't believe that. I wish I had inspiration to make him re-roll. But I don't.
I think that is actually something you can do with
Oh, really?
inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take full advantage of that someday.
Yeah. I know you can do it with the luck feat, and inspiration basically works the exact same way. Yeah. that was fun. My face hurts from grinning now, which is how I gauge success.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna say, oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Sorted them?
Yep, we are sorted.
Hey.
Actually, Matt, do you still want to go see Spider-Man next weekend? My 21st.
If I have the money, then yes. I will happily. Wait, 21st next week?
Yeah, on Saturday.
No, it'll be the 15th.
Yes, my birthday is on the 15th.
You said 21st.
Yes, my 21st birthday.
You said I thought you meant. Hey, you didn't remember mine, so I won't remember yours.
You didn't remind me?
Wow, is that what you're from? Excuse me? You didn't make it known?
I seem to remember all of us saying happy birthday to you, and I totally arranged that.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Yeah. I remember you going, oh shit, I forgot.
And then, like, crying to myself and saying I'm a terrible friend.
And then you got beaten by the cat, because the cat hates you. And then Scooby gave you a frowny face.
Scooby would never give me a frowny face. He's a good boy.
He kept on trying to eat my pizza. Go away, Scoob.
Scooby does that. He loves pizza.
Do you two want to go to a barbecue on the 19th of August?
Well, as you
Always.
so kindly asked.
The 19th. Hang on, I'll...
Well, I mean, I'm having a barbecue on the 19th of August. Sorry, it's, no, the 18th. I need to change that. 18th of August.
Ah, what's your address then, Mike?
Streaming.
I could do it in the evening.
Before
Well, like, because I finish work at 3. Or I could take the day off work, to be honest. I got loads of holiday.
Fuck, I forgot your name. Such a bad person. Rob, are you saving these recordings?
Yeah, put them back on YouTube.
Yeah, they're on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, what's your YouTube channel? I'll subscribe.
RousedPotato.
RousedPotato.
Am I subscribed?
Does it show up in... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it shows up in the searching thing. I'll just hide this.
I know it's... I think you've got a link to it on your Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I should do that, yeah.
Let's have a look. Twitter, YouTube.
But yeah, if you search for RousedPotato, it'll show up.
Oh, shit, yeah.
There we go.
That's alright.
I'm not subscribed. I'll subscribe.
Subscribe.
There we go.
Yay, +1 subscriber. And now have,
Yay.
I now have 42.
Oh god, I like how the first video that comes up is all I can hear is an ear rape, and I think that's me.
Yeah, that was when you had your fight against the demon. Battle against Etazi.
That took all night. Jesus.
It did. That was a big fight.
Right, I'm going to end this here so I can start uploading it.